Hamish and Andy to drive you home. Doing it, well, with a lot of celebs today, aren't we, Ham?
Star-studded, Ando.
Yeah, we're packed to the brim with celebs.
Yep.
Can't fit any, we could fit more.
We could probably fit about 6 more in.
6 more in?
Well, I'll tell you what, we've got 3.
You got 3?
No, we'd never have 9.
Yeah.
10 is crazy.
Yeah.
3's a lot.
3's a lot. Jodie Foster is actually going to join us very soon. But Will Arnett and Stephen Amell, of course, of Arrow.
Yeah, Steve, I mean,
a lot of girls in the office, Ham.
People swooning over Amell coming in.
Just doing that little bit of extra touch-ups before he comes in live in around about 45 minutes.
I think they're swooning over the voice of Will Arnett coming in and the body of Stephen Amell.
Yes.
And the brains of both. If both those men are listening. We can't wait to have them in. They will be in near the end of the hour, close to 5 o'clock, depends if they're early or late.
It's a huge re-announcement as well coming up. First time ever we've had a re-announcement on the show because
it's been announced.
We announced it
on social media.
Yeah.
We chatted this morning on the Breaky Show about it. But we haven't chatted on this show, which is why it's a re-announcement.
I think it's the biggest re-announcement we'll do this year, would you say?
Yep. And without any risk of exaggeration, which we are prone to, especially first thing on a Monday when you're really trying to talk up the show, it is the biggest thing we've done in terms, like we're taking 100+ people somewhere.
Yeah. It's coming up
for many days.
Family meeting, everyone.
Guys, gather round.
Round. We should normally have told you there should have a family meeting earlier so you get a chance to get the whole family.
That's right. Just drop what you're doing, unless, as we always say,
it's a baby.
It's a baby, or you've got the radio on and you're allowed to have it on during surgery and you're the surgeon. Don't drop what you're doing.
No.
Keep slicing.
Heavy
but not if you're stitching. Don't listen. Obviously, just keep doing your surgery.
Yep.
I don't want you to start slicing now if it's the end of the surgery.
Operating heavy machinery.
Keep working.
You could stop.
Actually, you can stop.
But if the crane's halfway down and you're swinging it around or something, land the steel.
If you're flying the rescue chopper, don't land it and listen to this. Keep flying and keep one ear peeled on this and the other peeled on air traffic control.
Yep.
Here's what we needed to announce. And apologies if you've already seen it on social media because we did sort of get a bit excited yesterday and leak it out.
And we talked about it on the breakfast show this morning.
Yeah, and that too. Look, your mother and I are very happy to tell you that we've decided where this year's family holiday will be. And your mum and I were talking at...
Why am I the mum always in these things?
I don't know, it just feels natural. Now, your mum and I were in bed the other night, flipping through brochures, and it occurred to us that you hear a lot of hoopla about cruising.
Yes.
About going on cruises.
Cruise liners.
Cruising seems to be having a real heyday at the moment. I don't know, maybe it's just us. We're hearing a lot more people going cruises. And your mum and I realised...
I'm not going to say resurgence, because I don't know when the original surgence was.
I mean...
Titanic days or back in the early 30s.
Cruise liners are full. They're not empty.
Yep.
Like, cruise liners are gunning around full of people all the time. But it's just a party that we've never been to.
Yep.
And...
we like the looks of it.
We were looking at the brochures, we looked at each other, and we said, I think we've found this year's holiday. Guys, sit down because we've got some exciting news.
How many of the kids can we take?
Well, not all. Which is where, I mean, we can take all through the radio.
Yeah.
That's the exciting part. We're going to do 5 shows from a massive cruise ship, but...
you can all come on this trip through your radio.
Everybody will be coming virtually.
Yeah.
Some will be coming physically.
Literally.
Go to hamishandy.com. We leave in 2 weeks. Okay, so this is a quickie.
You need a passport.
Because we'll be leaving and we're going to be ending up, I think, in Vanuatu. We're going through all the South Pacific.
A mystery island.
We leave in 2 weeks. We can take just a sniff over 100 people.
So 100 kids is a lot.
100 kids are pretty, like, for us, that's a lot of kids to take on a holiday.
Yeah.
Probably the most anyone's ever taken outside of a school.
110 or 120, that's about as many people as we're allowed to take. We're going to be amongst 3,000 other people on the cruise liner.
Also, only apply if you're the kind of person that thinks they can represent the show professionally and in a fun way because... We've got to kind of win over everyone else on board too. The last thing we want is some sort of us versus them all-out war on the cruise ship because we're going to be seeing them at basket weaving, at the rum bar, at the trivia night. We're going to see them as we're doing ice sculptures, all right? There's going to be a lot of other people there. As representatives of the Hamish and Andy show, we've all got to play really nice.
Broadcasting live from wherever we are
In the South Pacific.
In the South Pacific upon our cruise liner. Yes, 2 weeks' time. HamishAndy.com.
I got to say, Ando, it's going to be real fun. Daddy's a bit excited about this holiday.
You've read the brochure a few more times than I have.
I want us to do every activity on the schedule every day.
Well, if this is a true partnership...
If I catch you sleeping...
We'll sit down and we'll discuss which activities like we normally do as a couple.
I know that we're slated to do 5... we're going to do this show every afternoon, maybe from our cabins. I don't know, break into the captain's den, whatever. But I can't promise that I'll be, paying attention. Because there's so much to do on the cruise ship.
Yeah.
There's sports bars. There's casinos.
We'll
cinemas.
We'll go through this tomorrow.
There's hiding all your stuff. There's just so many activities.
HamishAndy.com, everybody. If you want to get on board the People's Cruise, you can come, obviously, on the Journey Through Your Radio. It happens in 2 weeks.
We might just keep going. Time. We might keep going. Yeah. I watched a doco once about a guy that was sailing around the world in a race, and he just decided not to stop.
Yep.
That could be us on the cruise ship. We might live on the cruise ship for the rest of our lives. Good. It'd be like Gilligan's Island, but with no crash. Yeah. We're just Gilligan's boat.
It's Hamish and Andy.
And just fresh, hot off the heels of us announcing the People's Cruise. In 2 weeks' time, we'll be on a cruise ship with thousands of other people and 100 members of the People's Show. HamishAndy.com if you want to come along.
Will we be the biggest group?
We'd have to be. Unless there's some sort
Except
of like...
for the crew, I suppose.
Yes.
There's 900 crews.
And entertainers, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's like a, Power Tools regional conference or something, But there could be. But I think we would be the biggest group. I mentioned before that, I'm excited. I'm so excited. This is, as a dad... pretty exciting to get 5 days away on the cruise, and I can't promise what level of professionalism I'll have when it comes to doing the show. And a lot of people on Twitter you deserve it, Haim. You should take a few shows off
seen a single one
for a bit of me time.
Following the same thing.
Just, kick the, what's this? At Winky Dinks.
Yep.
Kick the feet up, Haim. Enjoy it. I reckon take Tuesday to Thursday off. It's Dad's cruise too. So that's lovely that everyone's getting behind it as well. And you don't have to do the show.
That might be a reason at go to HamishAndy.com if you are a
co-host.
Dad. If you are a dad. No.
Oh my God, join my dad club.
Join a dad club.
I've just realised that I will lead, like the kids club, I'll be running the dad's club.
131060 right now. Do you want to join Hamish and Andy? That's Hamish's dad's club on the cruise. Why do you think you deserve it? And do you think you get it past your wife with 2 weeks' notice?
Come and be, or if you're a wife that wants to bring a dad, then drop him off with me. Drop him off at the dad's club.
There's plenty of good reasons to cruise. That's why we are going on the People's Cruise, taking over 100 people. We're going to broadcast live from a cruise ship on our way to a mystery island somewhere in the South Pacific, Ham.
I'm going to throw out radio first.
Sure.
I've not heard of this being done before. and I'm
giving you research amnesty.
God, I love research amnesty. And I think it can be done. I mean, we'll obviously look into that. We leave in 2 weeks. We've got time to sort out the broadcasting kinks, but we'll be live from the ship as we carve our way at a really, the speed of a brisk walk across the South Pacific on our way to the islands of the Vanuatuans and other such islands.
Polynesian islands. Be great.
It'd be great. It'd be bloody great. It's not our job to know where we're going. We just know it's going to be sunny and bloody fun.
You said... that it'd be a good chance just for a dad to have a little bit of a break.
Dad's week off.
Do you think that you deserve a break?
Yeah, big time, mate. And I just think, obviously if Zoe asked, we say it's going to be difficult, and it's we're more doing sort of like doing a record-breaking, daring broadcast at sea is sort of how I'm selling it into her. But sort of in this team, I want it to be very, very clear. This is Dad's week off. He is here to party. And he's absolutely here to get his vacay on. And I don't want anything standing in the way of that. I want to do lots of activities. I want to be at the sports bar all day. I want to be floating around in the pool. And if I'm not wet, there's something wrong. If I don't have chlorine on my skin, then we've got a big, big problem and heads will roll. Sorry to get all Kyle Sanderlands on you guys, but I'll start singling out people and calling you idiots and monkeys and
mongrels.
Who's this idiot? Why aren't you in the pool? Get me in the pool.
Andrew on 131060. You're a dad. You join the dad club?
Oh, for sure, guys. Yeah, and one of the thing is, I've got 3 kids, and I never get a break from those kids. And my wife would love me to go away for a week, just so she gets a break from me as well, because I'm probably a big kid too.
Win-win-win.
Right,
This
so
cruise
you're
ship-
doing this as a favour to your wife. Is this seriously how you're pitching it in?
Well, yeah, exactly right. And then she'll agree with it.
Hey, Andrew.
Why wouldn't you let me go?
Mate, I'm pitching this in as well as a favour to Zoe. Like, get out of your hair. You know, you're running a business, and so you don't need me clogging up the house. So Andrew, we're trying the same tactic here, and I wish us both luck. You go to hamishandandy.com and you register, and best of luck, mate. I hope I see you in the Dad's Club.
Yes. Gemma also. Gemma,
Yes,
obviously
keep going, boys.
difficult for you to be a part of the Dad's Club.
It is, but I'd love to send my husband along.
Why is that? Is this actually a thing where you'd like a week off your husband?
Yeah, but can he join the kids' club with the 2-year-old as well?
Oh, so he
and I'll get
brings
a break from both.
Well, that's all right, Jim. I mean, you know, obviously...
So you're saying he brings the kid?
Yeah.
Look, I haven't looked at the T's and C's, Gemma. I'm going to say have a squiz at them online. But the thing is, on board, I mean, I've had a look at the pamphlet, the activities pamphlet, pretty heavily. And there's so much on this boat, on this ship,
Sure,
right?
leave them in the kids' club.
Well, that's why I'm inventing the Dad's Club, because I just noticed that there's a hole in the market on board for the Dad's Club. But there is a kids' club, so this could be the greatest week of your life, Gemma. It could be the first time in radio history we're going, congratulations, Gemma, you're staying at home.
Gary, you've got interest in joining the Dad's Club.
I most definitely am, yes.
Yeah, okay. How many kids do you have, Gary?
No, I've got 4 girls.
Wow, 4 times as many as Hamish has.
Yeah, that's big. That's really big.
Gary, how would you pitch it in?
Right. Well, I'd love to go. I'm a...
Not to us, but just to your wife.
To your wife.
That way, I was just going to say, well, listen, hun, I'm... kind of got this ticket and I'm going.
Oh, great. So you would have to have one already
Yep.
to say to her, I'm sorry. But see, the thing is, our guests get a +1, Gary.
Okay.
But I mean, for a few tiki bar drink vouchers, we could pretend to not send you a +1. I'm sure we could scratch each other's back
How
here.
many drink vouchers?
And the Dad's Club has a loose ticket.
Gary, thank you very much, and well done for putting up your hand to join a club that didn't exist until 5 minutes ago. HamishNetty.com. People have to go there. And there is a mechanism. We'll be calling people throughout the week to get them in.
Yep.
Essentially, go and read up on it. Register yourself.
Yep.
Read up on how you win. There's something clever about it, but heaps of fun. And you could be joining us on the cruise.
You can. And we just should point out to you, Mum's very, very welcome on the cruise. I'll just
absolutely.
be running the Dad's Club, and that's the bonus for the mums. Dads are out of your hair. Drop the dads off. Drop the dads off of the Dad's Club. Mums
I'll
can...
take care of the Mums Club.
Hey, you go and do manicures, pedis, do some basket weaving. Andy's running the mums program. Or, you know what, if you kind of, you're not a mum or a dad, you're also allowed to come as well, as long as you're over 18.
Anyone can come. Hamish and Andy. Pretty pumped up about the People's Cruise.
And it's going to be a rip-roaring week.
Mm-hmm.
And so to celebrate, I thought, you know what, this seems like the kind of thing we should take some photos for, like for the website and for a bunch of other stuff. Like if we're going to make up any materials, we'd need some photos of us in our cruise wear, right? And that seemed like a logical thing to say. So I was like, hey, Ando, come in early. Like, I got us some Hawaiian shirts and some white sailing pants and stuff. Let's do like a little photo shoot in here at the radio station.
Yeah.
So we can have access, we can have a bunch of cruise ship photos. Now, mostly I wanted to do this to stitch you up because I've always had the idea, like we've done photo shoots together from time to time for things, right? For whatever it is.
Yeah, many
Many things. And they're always the same. Yeah. It's like, put your arm around him, smile, laugh, hug each other, get him in a headlock. Yeah. No, we're not doing that. All right.
It's just basically you and I sitting there, probably a few thumbs up, a few
we always just have to tell the photographers.
I'll look off camera a couple of times. We're done.
We can't really do anything different. No. We're just two guys who are friends taking a photo with each other. But I have always wondered, what would it be like if the photographer just clearly favoured one of us?
Yeah.
So I had a word. David was our photographer's name this morning, and I had a word with him before. And I called him this morning. I said, "Look, would you be up for this? Like when you come in to take the photos, can you just really favour me and kind of like just quietly move Andy out of the process?" And
he did a great job. It started him just normal. We were both having photos, and I thought everything was right. Then he said, "I'll just get a few of Haim."
And then you're like,
I was like, "Oh yeah, fair enough."
Fair enough.
I don't know why, but that's fine. Went to the side, and for about 10 minutes, he just took photos of Hamish by himself as I watched.
And I'm just smiling, thumbs up, drinking from a coconut, like, dipping my aviators. Yeah. And I'm sitting there going, surely Andy's going to say something soon. But you just watch. You just watch me take photos.
I was looking at my watch going, gosh, can we wrap this up?
I think he ran out of space on his memory card. I was like, all right, we'll keep going. So then in the end, I think he sensed like we need to take this somewhere. So he got you back in. This is the bit because we filmed this and we've got the audio and we will be putting it up shortly at hamishandandy.com. He got you back in and said, and was like, well,
he tried to belittle me.
He shamed you.
He started to suggest poses that we have, which really denigrated me.
Usually a two-man photo, whether if you're hugging or you pretend fighting with each other, you're on an equal footing. Yeah. What you're about to hear was when he called Andy in and suggested Andy lie down like a surfboard and I surf him.
Can you jump in there, Andy? Can you jump down in the bottom there? Maybe you can be like the surfboard. You can be like riding the Andy wave or something.
Do you want down here?
Yeah, if you get in there, yep. And then Hamish can be like surfing Andy. Surfing Andy.
All right. Actually, do you want me to lie flat?
Yes, you lie flat, and then you can look it up to him, and then he can be like
this. It might be easier if you go on your front. I can put a foot on your back.
Yeah, awesome. That looks so cool. And if you put your hands by your side like the surfboard, yep. Awesome. Beautiful. Have a sip of the cocktail. Are you alright there, Andy? Yeah. Yeah. So hold the cocktail in there, yeah.
Exactly how I'd like to be picked.
Hang on, just gonna wait for the computer to catch up a second. Sorry, wait.
This is a part of the way I'm going to do a piece of big John. Sorry.
You just if Andy wants a drink.
Should I pour someone? You know you should. Should I pour someone?
He doesn't want that.
Should I? Can we come clean? We had a bit of a gentleman's agreement just to make me the hero in the photos to see how far we could push it. But I think we found the limit. You smelled a rat as I was riding like a surfboard. We've done worse photos.
God, we really have done worse photos.
Riding me like a surfboard and pouring water on me for no reason. And I just still sat there going, I guess we might use a photo like
I think, to be honest, can we use those as the hero photo?
No, we can't. The video will be up shortly.
I want to put those up as the main photo of Hamish and Andy. Jack supports it. Hamish and Andy are going cruising. Are you saying put it on a T-shirt, Jack?
Yeah, make some T-shirts and sell them on the cruise.
That's a great idea. I will make T-shirts.
No, mate.
And we will sell them on the cruise of me riding you like a surfboard.
Just getting trotted on by
Andy
you.
says surfs up. Great. Another reason to go to hamishandandy.com.
Register.
Get your name down to register to be on this cruise because once you're on board with a few thousand other people.
We're exclusively going to sell them only on this cruise?
On the cruise. Only on the cruise. You will have the possibility to buy one of however many T-shirts I get made of me riding Andy like a surfboard.
It's Hamish and Andy. Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy to drive you home, and we're up and about.
We are, Ando. We're getting our stuff together.
Yep.
Not in the sense that we're packing yet.
No.
There's rumours that a lot will be provided, but we are excited, and we're already booking an Uber down to the wharf for 2 weeks' time when we set off with thousands of other people, 100 of which are listeners of the Hamish and Andy Show, the people of the People's Show, on our cruise.
Stupidly early time to book an Uber. We don't go for 2 weeks.
I think they'll appreciate the heads up.
Isn't it really meant to be more of an instant service?
No, I just got the acceptance through here from Ian. He said, yep, great. Look forward to it. Do you mind if I do other trips in the meantime? Just going to text back, I would mind. I want the car in current condition.
I appreciate the exclusive service.
Ian's just given me no stars as a user. There was so much. This is not an uncommon feeling for us, but we've had an idea. It's got the green light. We've got excited, and now there's a lot of details to sort out. Because we do have 2 weeks to cruise. We've never been on a cruise ship. We don't even really know what's involved in cruising. So if you'll bear with us, if you didn't listen to the show yesterday, after this song, we're going to start from the start.
Yeah.
And just start working through our checklist.
Back to basics.
Back to basics.
Hame. 12 days away from cruising.
God, it's a good horn, isn't it?
Yeah.
I actually just slipped off the desk there for a second. You honked me off the desk. Are we only 12 days away?
Well,
Yeah, you're right. 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yeah.
-1 for just because there's only
well,
13 days. You can't count today. Can't count today. Just doing the maths. I found the rule. Can't count today, Jack. Don't try. Today's almost over. Yeah, you're right, mate. 12 days. 12 full days. 12 full days away from the People's Cruise. If you're a member of this show, and if you're listening, you'll be with us.
coming through your radios on a cruise through the South Pacific.
5 days.
It'll feel like a holiday on your way home.
5 days at sea.
Yeah.
Where we end up, no one knows.
Captain probably knows.
Captain does.
Oh, well, we know as well.
Oh, yeah, Mystery Island.
Yeah.
Sounds like we don't know, but that's the actual name of the island.
The whole time we thought it was, we're going to a mystery island.
that's so
I wonder what
clever.
island they're talking about.
It must be so that,
Hawaii
they're not
or
playing
Fiji.
favourites with the islands.
Yeah, it turns out there's an island called Mystery Island. That's where we're going.
Which you would have assumed back when they're naming islands, all islands are Mystery Island.
Yep.
There was like 3 islands they knew about,
Yep.
and the rest were mysteries. But this one must have real mysterious qualities about it.
Maybe it's the first one that they thought they got the name away.
No Australia, no Indonesia. What's that? Well, mystery.
Hey, you've read a lot of the pamphlets. You know a bit more about it than I do.
I don't know about any exact shit, but I did find online an activity guide for maybe it is our ship, maybe it's not our ship, but here's the one
We're
thing.
on board the Carnival cruise line.
Yeah, well, but I think Carnival has a lot, and they've got a fleet like the US Navy,
Good on them.
but more fun.
Yeah,
Fun
yeah,
Navy.
Yep.
And that's really what it is. There's like a fun armada that Carnival owns. So we're on one of their biggies.
Well, yeah, 300 metres long.
Yeah, she's a whopper. And the stuff on board, it's back to back to back. It's not like...
How long would a game of hide and seek go, do you reckon, between you and I?
I'd get you within 1 hour. Are you allowed to move?
No, I'm not allowed to move. I don't think you get me within an hour.
Well, geez, we've got 5 days to fill. So there's Monday taken care of.
You reckon you could search a whole boat in an hour?
Well, probably not. But I mean, can I use other people?
Good question.
I mean, it might take... On the other hand, it might take 3 days. So...
Yep.
Take some snacks with you. I'd probably actually just smoke you out and go and sit at the buffet and wait for you to crack and come up and eat some ham.
But there's probably heaps of buffet spots. I mean, there's 3,000 people. We can't all be eating together.
I'll tripwire all the buffets. Well, I mean, this is the kind of thing that we have ahead of us. Not necessarily a hide and seek championships, but I don't think we have time for hide and seek because, mate, like there's jewellery making, basket weaving, a lot of bar related activity, like build your own cocktail and maybe the captain will serve it at dinner kind of thing. Like, I'm just beginning to get the vibe that there's never a slow moment on the cruise. I sort of thought it would be like you're in a hotel at sea.
Yep.
But it's not that. It seems a bit more like you're at grown-up schoolies at sea. I think that's the sort of vibe. But 131060, because we've never cruised, I've never cruised, Ando, you've never cruised, we're just kind of imagining this. I think I'm imagining a bit from movies and cartoons.
Yep.
What is to love about cruising? Like, people are cruise fanatics out there. So if you've been on a couple of cruises, ring us up.
What should we know?
Let us catch the vibe.
What wowed you?
What wowed you? Why is a cruise different than just being at a hotel?
Yeah.
Essentially, why is it not just a hotel on water?
131060 is the number.
Jared, you've been bitten by the cruise bug.
Yes, mate, I have.
How many cruises?
How many cruises?
I've done 5, and I've also got another one booked for December next year.
Gee, a half does coming up.
It feels to me, Jared, like, is this a common thing? Once people cruise once, they cruise for all time?
Yes, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Jared,
Will you ever go back to a land holiday?
They're not as comfortable as doing the cruises. You can go pick your destination and jump on and go.
Yeah, exactly.
He's right.
It's a full comfort until you get there. Hey, Jared, do you multi-cruises? Do you look down at new cruises on the boat? Do you
Virgins?
Definitely not. They're all more the merrier.
Okay, good. So we won't be out of place. There's no hazing that goes on for new cruises.
Yeah, like we won't have to work in the kitchen for 2 days or something.
No, definitely not.
What wowed you? What wowed you on your first cruise?
Yep.
I think just the staff and that are so helpful with. I've got 2 young kids. They're really helpful.
Yep.
And your bed gets made every night.
That really wow you. You're an idiot. They got you.
And then it gets laid down for you, and then they make animals for you and stuff. So
They make animals like balloon animals.
Like out
Well,
of
linen.
Oh, right. I
okay.
thought you meant out of napkins and stuff. I didn't think you meant out of bone and meat and DNA and fur.
Definitely not.
Would have wowed me, though.
Jared, when you say they put your bed down for you, are we talking about these? Are they the ship beds that bounce up into the wall?
No.
Do they have those on board?
What was that?
Are they the ship beds that retract up into the wall?
That's right. Yeah, they do.
See, Ando?
Wow.
Andy's giving me a look like don't be a goosebag, Hame. That's just
I thought he meant it was just turn down service.
No, that's boats at sea, mate.
Yeah, okay.
Kimberly, you've multi-cruised.
Absolutely, boys. Ahoy, ahoy.
Ahoy to
Ahoy.
you. Kimberly, how many cruises have you been on?
We've been on about 4 now.
Yep. So,
And always as a family, but with friends as well. But guys, get ready for the theme night.
I'm ready, Kimberly. What's the theme?
What is the theme night?
Well, one night it might be country and western where you got to bring along, make sure you don't forget to pack your straw hat and a bit of a checkered shirt and your...
Hang on, but Kimberly, do we know what themes they might be before we leave? Because
Yes.
Okay, good. I was going to say,
Do they ever have the theme a bit sloppy and a little tipsy and still wet from the pool?
Oh, that generally happens after 2 a.m. most mornings.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Kimberly. So when do they tell us this stuff?
I don't know, Ando, but probably you get a bit of a heads up before you cruise.
Caddison, how many times have you cruised?
Ahoy, boy.
Ahoy to you,
Ahoy.
Caddison. How many times have you cruised?
I've cruised 8 times and I'm about to go on my 9th.
Oh my God, Caddison, how old are you?
I'm 18.
This is insane. You're gonna have 10 cruises before you're 20.
Yep.
So it's biannual. It's biannual for you
since you were born.
Pretty much.
Have you you don't work on a cruise or anything? This is all just casual cruising.
Yep.
So what wowed you? What are we looking out for?
Definitely, there's lots of different competitions on board. There's one called the World's Sexiest Man competition that they do up by the pool deck.
Ando.
No.
So now I know why you wanted to cruise. What a scam. He's been playing dumb the whole time. Thank you, Caddison. Finally, the penny drops. Oh, the man who couldn't let go of winning Cleo Bachelor has now weaseled his way into winning another beauty pageant.
I'm not
Thank you, Caddison. I will be entering Andy.
I'm not going in another beauty pageant.
I will play along with his charade of reluctance and we will enter him and celebrate the win.
No, Angie, that's a hard no this time round. Angie, wrap this up for us, please.
Oh, boys.
Ahoy, Angie. How many times have you cruised?
I've cruised 11.
Jeez, that's a lot. Will you ever go back to Earth holidays?
Land holidays, of course, yeah.
Landies? Yeah, do you do Landos as well?
Yeah, of course.
What do you think that we should be wowed by on the cruise?
The food, boys, the food. You get buffet breakfast, buffet lunches, either buffet dinner or a 3-course meal at the restaurant.
Buffet. I mean, a 3-course meal is really a small buffet anyway.
Angie, let's talk the quality of the buffet. I mean, there's buffets and there's buffets.
Yeah.
Is it a good quality?
Yes.
Name the best. Name the best item you saw in there.
So the French toast, you can get bacon with it, and maple syrup, all different bacons,
Hame, you like
boiled eggs, scrambled eggs, fried eggs, bacon, sausages, spaghetti, baked beans, toast, bagels. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm drooling, but Ange, here's the kicker. When they serve the bacon, do they put little bits of white bread at the bottom of the bain-marie to soak up the fat?
No.
Good.
There's kitchen people might.
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes that can be an indicator of a high-quality buffet. You don't like that, Ando?
No, you like that, do you?
Well, that's a nice touch. Where did Paul see?
Melissa, quickly, what should we expect for our cruise?
I got engaged on a cruise ship, married on a cruise ship, and then had my honeymoon on a cruise ship.
That could all happen to you, Ando.
No, it can't.
It could.
No,
what if Beck came?
Well, she's not coming.
How do you know? 131060 Beck or HamishAndy.com if you want to register and come along with us. I'd love Beck to come.
It's Hamish and Andy. Hamish and Andy driving you home. We've already sorry, that's to alert everybody that we are going on a cruise. Yes, the People's Cruise.
Get out of the way, guys.
People's Cruise. Hame,
would it be too much?
Just you and I,
yep,
and 3,000 other people.
It's just nice to get away with 3,000 of Australia's finest, and 100 of those will be the finest of the finest.
Yes.
I think 110 people or so. We got room to take the people of the People Show, the listeners of this show, on a cruise. Now,
Monday week, 2 weeks away.
2 weeks from
we'll
yesterday.
be broadcasting live from the cruise line.
Obviously, everybody listening, you're coming along too. You're coming through your radios.
Yep.
I don't think it is too much to ask for that week. If you do listen to this show on your car, on your commute, put a little fake pool on your roof of the car. Why not put a helipad on the front of your car?
Or just wear a captain's hat.
Wear cruise wear. Make your car into a little cruise ship and come along with us and live the journey. Maybe turn the back seat into a small casino. Like, it's not crazy.
When you said it's too, I don't think it's too much.
I don't think it's too much to ask. But the thing about asking is you can always say no.
Hey, the way people win their way onto the boat is by playing our game, You Snooze Your Cruise. You have to register at hamishandy.com. But I'm nervous. I must admit, I'm nervous for whoever we're about to call now.
The first ticket we're giving away, Ando.
Yes.
And it's a double. So you and a friend could come. You might be about to hear your friend blow it. Because if you happen to be the friend that could have come on the trip, because when we call the number here of the people that have registered, the only rule of this contest is you have to answer the phone like the phone ring woke you up. Like,
Yes.
if you have to answer like you were just asleep, and if we think that sounds like you were snoozing, then you're cruising.
Exactly. Jack, are you ready to go?
Huge responsibility for you, Jack. You get the number right.
I'm ready. And this guy is Hayden.
Hayden. Okay. What's Hayden? Any details on what Hayden's about?
Yeah,
Just loves cruising.
Yeah, he's a DVD and CD salesman.
Okay.
Jeez, he doesn't really need a holiday. There wouldn't be too much business around. He needs a job.
I think this would be a great.
He'd be asleep anyway. We're waiting for the photo. He'd probably answer going, yes? Is someone still doing CDs?
Yeah, I mean,
This might be a nice 10 days for him to get away, cruise, and think about a future career.
Yes, because he's gonna need one.
He's in a declining industry.
Yep.
Hello.
Sorry, man. Did we just wake you up?
Did we wake you up?
Yeah, you did.
You are cruising, Hato!
Oh, mate.
You're allowed to be awake.
You can drop it now. You can drop it now.
Good. Okay, awesome.
we've just realised that when we play the ads for this, we just sound like we've got sleepy, uninterested people coming on the cruise with us. Mate,
Yeah, well, I thought I should probably play along and make sure.
Yeah, true. You got to lock it in.
Imagine
Exactly.
we'd come back and you had gone great, and we went nah.
That's to be asleep. You have to be asleep for the whole phone call.
Scallywag.
Hayden, you're coming.
mate.
You are our very first ticket we've given away to the People's Cruise.
Oh, that's bloody exciting.
Mate, we got a lot of questions. First one is, who's coming? Who's coming with you?
Chanel. She's my best friend.
Oh, great, Chanel,
Your best friend. Okay.
And
Who
Hayden,
knows what could happen at sea?
Second of all, how's business going?
How is business? You are listed as a CD and DVD salesman.
Yes. It's all right.
We know the seas are choppy out there for CDs and DVDs, but hopefully you'll be cruising high above them. We thought this might be
I certainly will.
Nice little break to get away from it all. Think about your job. Think about where the industry's going. Weigh up some options. Try your luck at the sports bar. Hey, no, we can't wait.
Fantastic.
Mate, thank you guys so much.
We'll be in touch with more details. One other question. You're not a dad, are you, Hayden?
I am not, unfortunately. I wish I could join the club, though, Ham.
Hey, we're going to get another club going,
Hey,
pal.
you'll be
Don't
a dad
worry.
at heart.
Don't
Hey, you
worry,
still got
Hayden.
2 weeks, mate.
Yeah,
Get to work. You show me a positive ultrasound, you're in the dad club.
Or adoption. Both are very different.
Mate, well done. We will see you on board.
See you,
Cheers, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, mate.
Hamish and Andy. Hamish and Andy driving you home. That is our best approximation of the sound a cruise liner makes. We don't quite know what...
They might not even have those horns.
Yes.
Is that a tugboat?
I don't know. We'll ask.
That's what today's been about, Ando, because we leave to go cruising
on the Carnival Cruise Line. Angus down, funds up.
Funds up all the way, Ando. Up at the top of the flagpole is fun. We leave in 2 weeks from yesterday. So it's a very quick pack. Like, I might not even pack for this thing. I'm actually thinking of going just as I am, and because you can get everything on board. You actually don't need to take luggage. I assume so.
Well, why? This is what happens.
It's like a
every
floating.
trip
It's like
we do.
shopping centre on board. It's not. We're not on a tall ship. We're not on a historical vessel.
I know, but
we're on a cutting edge ocean. It's basically like Air Force One.
Yep.
On the sea with shops
and bigger. And a casino.
It's not like
It's not
Eiffel It's more just like a cool version of the normal version of the ship.
Yeah, but my point is you've often gone on trips thinking things are provided and they weren't.
But we're going to a floating city.
I know.
Everything's provided. But
We'll find out.
Specifically, we've got a few questions, which is why, luckily, we have the marketing manager to help us with a few questions we've got about the operations. Jane joins us now from Carnival Cruise Lines. Jane, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And that did sound like our horn, so it was a very good job.
Oh, yes, fantastic.
God, nothing like getting accurate horn. Jane, well, first of all, ahoy, and thank you guys for letting us cruise with you. Now, we just want to quickly double check. You're so fine for us to bring like over 100 people, and that's all. Everyone's happy with that?
Oh, yeah, we're really excited about it. We're a little bit nervous. Hoping you guys behave yourselves. So.
Jane, of course.
We'll be shining examples of how to behave on the ship.
Jane, are we the biggest single group?
That's true.
I'm imagining you are going to be the biggest group. I don't think we've actually taken a group as big as yours before on the ship.
Oh, great. The other thing for Haim, he was just saying that he won't take anything because he feels he could buy everything on board. Is that a possibility?
By and large, that'd be true, wouldn't it, Jane?
Well, we've got quite a few Hawaiian shirts. So
undies?
if you're happy
Could he buy undies?
Possibly not. I wouldn't
shorts?
rot on that. Yep, board shorts. We've got those.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine I'd have underpants on for many hours of the cruise. 'Cause, yeah, like if I'm not in the pool, I'm not feeling cool. Will be my motto.
Okay.
Get home to the pool.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So I'll be I assume I'll be constantly wet like a beach whale. Even if I'm out of the pool, I'll have people bringing me buckets of pool water to splash on me to keep my chlorine levels up.
And to put a margarita in your blowhole.
Yeah, no, apart from that, though, it's going to be hard work. Jane, quick question, too. We mentioned on yesterday's show, we've got a great photo of me surfing Andy like a surfboard.
I really don't.
That I'm going to put on T-shirts, and I just think it would be a great thing to sell on board to kind of get, like Andy Lee says, Surfs Up 2016, like T-shirts like that, where I'm surfing Andy and we'll make it look like I'm really surfing him on a big wave. But I guess my question is, do I need to talk to a shop on board or can I set up my own stall?
We probably do need to chat to the people that run the shop, but we could probably set you up with a little stall somewhere.
Because I imagine
is there cash on board, Jane?
No, there isn't cash. You basically have a little sale and sign card, so everything that you buy, you put on your card. But if you want to give your T-shirts away for free, that would be a lot easier.
I certainly don't, Jane. I got a lot of printing costs to cover, and there's also a casino on board, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
There will be no giving it away for free.
Okay.
Essentially, I sort of imagine myself as like if you see in Bali or Thailand where people are working with a big sort of broomstick over their shoulders and a bunch of shirts hanging off, like me just sort of doing an hour on the deck of a morning flogging these shirts for between $40-$50 or whatever's a good price for a limited edition shirt of me surfing Andy.
What would Hamish actually need? Is there a unique code? Is there an electronic tab? What allows people to use their cards to buy his shirts?
Oh, my goodness. That's like a technical question. Well,
Well, how am I going to get the money? How do I get to the pesos?
I reckon it's complicated and you just need to give your T-shirts away.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, or maybe you could swap them for cocktails.
I'm looking
Definitely hearing you loud and clear, Jane. How about this?
I'm looking at Hamish and he's basically screwing up his nose and shaking his head.
No, Jane, what about this? What about how many people are going on the cruise?
There'll be more than 2,000 on the ship.
Yep. What about this? We don't leave for 2 weeks. Is that enough time for you to just quietly do a ring around to everyone coming and going, look, these are normally cashless, but bring along a 50 because we will have a cash-only T-shirt stand on the boat.
Do you know what? We could do that, and I'm pretty sure people would bring a few dollars.
Could I be? Do you reckon the other vendors would hate us?
Don't make her do
All right, well, what about we treat this as
Am
the
I
announcement?
committing to this now?
Well, it sounded like you did. Yeah,
it's only 2,000 phone calls. If we treat this as the announcement, we go, look, if you are coming with us or you do happen to be on the boat at the same time and you're listening to this, it's not going to kill you to bring a little bit of cash. I will accept cash, Australian cash.
Jane, have you told the other participants or passengers that we're going to be on board?
No, but I think the word is out now.
Yeah,
I have a funny feeling it was on radio yesterday.
Yeah, we did that.
So I think the cat's out of the bag. So the other passengers are probably going, "Oh no."
I think honestly, Ando, there's no such thing as a cashless society. A black market always operates. I'm very happy if I get the nod from you, Jan. I'm very happy to operate in the black market side of things and run a cash-only T-shirt stall.
Thank you, Jane.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. He has taken that as a yes, just so you know. We'll talk more in the next couple of weeks.
Call the T-shirt company. We're on.
Thank you, Jade.
Speaking of holidays, Ando, aren't we going on a cruise?
Yes, a 300-metre cruise liner. It's got 4 pools. It's got cinemas, multiple bars, a casino. You're invited to come not only through your radios, because we'll be broadcasting live from the high seas, but also literally on board.
We're going to call someone after this song and give away another ticket, another double to the cruise ship. That's 10 days of cruise. I mean, we're doing the show for 5 days, but it's 10 days of cruising for the people that win this through the South Pacific. And the ship has the tallest water slide, the biggest water slide on a cruise liner.
Tallest water slide, does it?
I think it does, yeah. Do you reckon? Question for you, Ando.
Is it not into the ocean?
I think it's into the pool.
I think it's the steepest water slide at sea.
Okay. Well, sorry.
So that could be...
Wikipedia, we've got Wikipedia
No,
with us.
that's
still good. Could I drink...
Well,
here's my question. Could I drink a full coconut cocktail during the slide? Like from the top to the bottom. I start with a cocktail, I finish with an empty coconut.
Steepest is different because the steepest water slide could be like 30 centimetres.
90 degrees.
It could be 30 centimetres long.
Yeah. I mean, what's Jack? You got some more info for us?
Highest water
slide.
So I was right. Well, I said tallest.
But that's also interesting because the cruise line is so huge. Like
top to bottom. Highest water slide at sea, it would have to be top to bottom. You can't just go, it starts high and ends high, and it was 1 metre long.
Yeah, but it starts so... I mean, I suppose...
Ando, stop trying to catch out the cruise liner for having a bad water slide.
No, I'm just...
It's the highest water slide at sea. I will be able to... I'm going to practice, and on the final day, I'll be showing you my record of drinking a full coconut's worth on the way down. And if I have to have 1,000 goes, I have to have 1,000 goes.
To everyone. Hamish Addy driving you home from...
Got him, Jacko. That was an accident, but I say we make that a tradition. I think Anna was meant to say for isolate, but you got horned, didn't you?
I got horned, and that's exciting. It means the cruise. We get to talk about the cruise, the People's Cruise coming up. It sounded like I swore or something.
Yeah, I know. Don't say the hidden sponsor. Don't say I select. No, that's smart of you, Jack, because we've got to get used to that horn going off at any time because it's not.
What are the rules of that?
The ship will blow the horn when they have to. The horn
when do you
trumps
have
to? Just a thing to let other boats know you're around, or if there's a fog.
Right.
Isn't that the point of a horn?
Or
it's not if they see another ship with and they want to, if they're driving past a construction site.
Yeah.
Or
they see a hot girl in another boat and they just want to...
A yacht with an attractive person on it.
We'll have to ask. We'll look into that, exactly why and when you use a horn, because I think it's a goodbye horn as well, isn't it?
I think it is.
We're out of here.
Yeah, I think it's just one of the tricks the boat has.
This is all the stuff we're about to learn, and you'll be able to learn through your radios. We take the people on the People's Cruise. We're going to take 100-plus winners on a trip through the South Pacific, heading to a mystery island.
For a whole week. In 2 weeks, the radio show will be at sea for the entire week. We'll be cruising. We'll just be I can't see us being wanting for activities.
You can be on board between 4 and 6 through your radios, Ham.
It's crazy.
But you can literally be on board if you've gone to hamishnetty.com and registered to be part of the trip. Jacko, we're about to do this now.
Who
will be selected from hamishnetty.com?
In our sites is Alexandra, and she's nominated a friend, and her friend are pole dancers.
Oh, right.
Not professionally, as a leisure activity.
Okay.
For a second, I was just like, this is going to look so suspicious. My wife's listening to this. Like, what? I mean, we don't have any control over who gets picked, but no one will believe that.
Exactly. Okay, so for exercise, the way it works...
Got to stay fit.
The way it works is we're about to call back.
Yep.
This person is registered. If they answer the phone as if they've been asleep, as if the phone call's woken them up, that they've been snoozing... They're cruising. That's the only way they can win.
The name of the game is You Snooze, You Cruise. It's actually the opposite of You Snooze, You Lose.
Yeah.
Because it's if you snooze, you win.
Yep.
Here we go, Jacko. They've got to answer as if they're asleep. We haven't had a fail yet.
No, it's only had one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Made it sound great.
sleepy.
Hello?
Oh, sorry, did we wake you?
Yes, you did.
You snooze, you close.
That's sick.
Now, Alexandra, well done.
God, we were about to hang up. We were going to hang up. Were you near the phone?
I'm actually training at my pole studio, and the music was going so loud, and I couldn't hear my phone, so I had to run outside.
Right, so you love... do you run the pole studio?
No, I'm just a receptionist, but I've got a comp in 2 weeks, so I'm training.
Jeez, what day? We go on the cruise in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, I know. It's 2 days before.
Okay, well done. Okay, fantastic. Well, Alexandra...
The cruise is a great place to treat yourself after winning the pole dancing comp.
I hope so.
I thought for extra effect, you'd just tried to let the phone ring as long as possible, as if you were in a deep, deep slumber.
Look, that was my end goal.
You've done wonderfully well. Who are you taking with you, Alexandra?
My best friend, Jax.
Jax, well done to you and Jax.
Guys,
we will see you on board.
Yay!
Pack your gear, get your stuff ready. Don't bring tons of stuff though, because there's lots of shops on board. I'm going as is.
We learned that yesterday. It's not true.
You can mostly get what you need on board.
Pack everything you need, Alex, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you on the bloody docks.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye. It's Hamish and Andy. Of course, Ham.
Open the window.
I think Jack's making a sport of trying to cut me off with that, which I quite like.
Jack, mate, to be honest, full permission to blow that horn anytime you want during the whole show, even during songs if you want. We've got to get used to it, Anna. We've got to get conditioned to
signal the fact that we are going on a cruise.
We just can't be freaked out by that horn. 2 weeks' time, we're going to be doing the show all week from one of the world's most luxurious cruise liners.
Yep. I'm pretty excited to be broadcasting live from the South Pacific. I was chatting to, as we announced it earlier on the week, chatting to a friend of mine. And
cruiser or never been on a cruise?
He has a friend that has cruised heavily. He'd been on a cruise, but a friend that has cruised heavily, right?
That's the thing.
And
from Monday to today, what we've discovered is an enormous cruising culture.
Yes.
That we just didn't know existed.
And he said to me, I said, oh, look, it's going to be fun. And he said, yeah, maybe even one day you could eat on the captain's table.
Mate, I'll eat off the captain's head if I want. It's all inclusive.
That's exactly how I didn't say those exact words, but that's exactly how I thought. And I was like, well, big whoop, big whoop.
Yeah. What's the captain's table?
He looked at me.
Is it a restaurant?
He looked at me in shock when I said big whoop, and just said, "Oh, you don't understand." And I was like, "Well, explain to me." He's like, "The captain has his table, and the captain is the hot shot."
So does he have dinner with everyone?
He has dinner with everyone.
Or she. Maybe it's a lady captain.
He or she has dinner with everyone. And apparently everyone eats, can come to themed balls or dinner time.
Who's driving
It's
the ship
massive.
at that stage?
I don't know. Maybe Gilligan or whoever his first mate is.
Does the captain ever sit down at the wheel and do a shift of driving the ship?
I'd imagine so. I'd imagine he do.
I bet he doesn't. Or he or she.
Well,
I bet they don't.
Okay, we're going to start a list of questions for the captain because I've already got a few.
Because it's sort of like, in my mind...
We should get him on by the end of the week.
The president never flies Air Force One.
Yeah, I know, but
he's not the captain of the plane.
So anyway...
And he actually does, if you've seen the hit Harrison Ford film, Air Force One.
So I said, big whoop. And he said, oh, you won't be thinking that after it. He said, it's a huge honour.
The captain's table.
To be sat and to be allowed to eat at the captain's table.
How many people at the captain's table?
10, I think.
Oh, that's specific. Is it
10 from 3,000? So he said you're not going to get. He just said you're not going to get it.
Yeah, right. And who's on there? Because it's not going to be visiting dignitaries. We're all
he had never sat on the table, but he said a friend of his who had cruised heavily.
Yep.
200 nights at sea earned him a place at the table.
Geez, 200 buffet stamps. Or actually, 200 nights at sea. That's about 1,200 buffet stamps.
That's what and I was like, well, we're not going to get that. Anyway, he's convinced we're not going to get a seat at the table, which worries me.
I'm just fascinated about the captain's table. Is it better food?
Don't know. I don't know anything about it, really. All I know is there are people sitting on it thinking that they're better than us.
13, 10, 60. Yeah. Have you been? Would we get someone? Have you sat at a captain's table on a cruise?
Have you been on the captain's table?
Is it a thing?
Do you those type of people walk around smugly?
Yeah. What's at the captain's table?
Yeah. 13, 10, 60. Stuart. Yeah. Have you been? You haven't been on the captain's table? I'm here.
No, I was, I used to work on the QE2 and Forces Cruise Liners, and I was actually the captain's waiter.
So you served the captain.
So, Stuart, did you ever, once the captain had finished at the captain's table and left with all the guests, did you ever have a quick sit down for fun?
I wish, but no. The captain was normally the first one to leave the table.
First to leave?
Okay, so is it better food on the captain's table, Stuart?
You get a beginner's course called Amuse Bouche, which is served to all the guests, which is presented by the maitre d' of the restaurant. But other than that, all the food is the same as every other guest on the ship.
Good, down to earth, Captain.
What makes? I mean, it seems. Am I right in saying it's the highest honour you can get on the ship?
Basically, yes. So the award goes for the captain's table to all the guys that are repeat customers that have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to come on board for 3-4 months at a time, and they're the ones that are normally invited. Any dignitaries like sirs and so on and so forth.
Noblemen.
Yeah, they are all invited on as well, and never the same guest repeated twice on the captain's table during a cruise.
Except the captain himself or
herself. That's it.
Well, we are lords, Sam. We
did buy 1 square foot of Scottish countryside on allegedly off a manor to give us technically Scottish lordships.
But I'm not sure it's going to fly. Hannah, have you sat on the captain's table?
Ahoy. No, we sat right near the captain's table.
That's the dream.
Does that make you better than other crew? I mean, is the further away from the captain's table, is it like the worst seats?
Well, we felt awful because our son was 2 at the time. He's autistic, and he spent the entire night flicking peas and corn at the captain and everyone at his table.
Did the captain imprison him? We've just discussed that you can.
Does the captain have the power to imprison? Oh, that's a generous captain. That's a nice captain. But Hannah, what was it? Like, could you see the mood over at the captain's table? I mean,
absolutely. They were right behind us. Everybody was dressed in their Sunday best. They had fascinators on. The men had tucks and bows.
What? As a joke? On a normal one?
Yeah, on a normal cruise. Yeah, it was just a regular night. And everybody was dressed to the nines. It was really incredible to see. We felt really underdressed sitting right near them.
Yeah, I can understand.
Hannah, was there anyone who maybe accidentally was in a Hawaiian shirt and hadn't read the dress code, or everyone was just full like Logies wear?
I don't think they would have been allowed. Let Logies wear. Definite Logies wear.
Oh, jeez. This might. I mean, if we're planning to get on the captain's table, Ando, and I'm also planning to take no luggage and buy everything on board, I see a potential worry.
Kerry, have you actually sat at the captain's table?
Ahoy.
Ahoy, Kerry.
Ahoy,
Kerry,
well
Kerry.
done.
So, was there a sense of smugness when you were there at the captain's table?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kerry, how'd you get the honour?
Well, he was a very friendly captain. He would walk around the deck quite a lot and chat to a lot of people, and he sort of got friendly with us and bought us a few drinks, and the next thing we get a nice official invitation on our door of our cabin, and off we go to the
Who's that?
Me and my girlfriend.
Okay, here we go.
Was it all babes on the captain's table, Kerry?
No, we were the only actual singles. The other rest were
Kerry,
couples.
had the captain taken a liking to you and your girlfriend?
I think he took a liking to my girlfriend.
Right. Was there any romance between the captain?
No, not at all.
Nice move from him, though. I mean, if you've got a table...
Was there... Yeah, no, geez. I mean, no one's blaming the captain.
We got a bit further, though. We got to see the bridge as well.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, and that's not a euphemism.
No, it wasn't just because you were docking at Circular Quay.
And that was high security, don't tell anybody... Quickly hide. It was very cloak and dagger time.
Exactly what I'd do if I was the captain.
Okay, well, Kerry, thank you so much. Hey, we're not going to get on looks. Okay, we're not going to be asked based on looks like Kerry and her friend.
I highly doubt our chances of getting on the captain's table since we're kind of in charge of 100 fairly unruly passengers. Unruly off our example, I was thinking. I mean, I wasn't thinking of getting out of board shorts the whole time.
Hey, here's a question. If one of us gets invited...
Yeah. I would expect the other one to, like Kerry and her friend. Yeah. No. It's both or none.
Is that because you reckon you're less of a chance?
Mate, you'd really... mark my words. You want the both or none deal. Because on board, to a captain, I get on well with captains.
Hamish Daddy, driving you home. Well done.
Got him.
Well done. Price Select Ham in a week's time, we are going to be on board a cruise liner.
Monday week, we will be on the Carnival Spirit,
Yes.
which is a bloody massive cruise ship, one of the grandest in the world.
4 pools, 3 spas, 5 restaurants, 16 bars and lounges. It's going to be great.
I'm going to hit them all every day.
Casino, mini golf course.
Well, this ties into what I want to talk to you about because I've actually got the list of activities.
Okay.
I've been pestering
Yes.
the people that are helping us out at this cruise ship because we're taking aboard 100 people. Okay, so that we will give away another ticket in our show. But tickets being given away across breakfast shows and you want to get on the cruise.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there'll be a few other thousand other people who haven't won their way on, but we'll charm them. This is the thing, though, Ando. Ever since I had the idea of selling these T-shirts with me surfing you like a surfboard, which I'm getting made up, and they're going to look great, right?
Yeah.
Take a few hundred T-shirts on board, and I'm thinking sell them for $50.
Okay.
It's a captive audience.
Yep.
And the thing is, if someone doesn't want to buy it on the Monday, I'll just keep chipping away at them until the
exactly.
Friday
Nice.
because I just keep seeing them everywhere. I don't know why, but I keep thinking of different ways to start businesses on board. Like, I know we're going to relax.
We're going. You were the one saying you didn't want to even turn up to this job each day.
Well,
you said that you were a 50-50 to do the radio show.
Yeah, not because I'm going to be asleep, but there's so much to do. And here's one activity I want to do. I'm just having a quick look down. Like, there's
you've been going through all the activities.
There's the stuff you'd expect to see, like, so there's like 80s discos, there's fiesta deck parties, there's a cocktail making competition, there's a dance contest, there's bingo every day, there's pokies, there's the casino, there's red versus blue tequila challenges. Don't know what it is. Very interested to try it. Go blue. Unless I'm on Team Red. Still don't know what it is. Here's something that got me interested. There's a golf, as you said, there's a mini golf course, but there's also a golf chipping competition.
Yeah.
So there's obviously a little green you can chip the ball up onto.
Yeah.
I just think we have Chip the Champ, right?
Yeah.
So you're there as the champ. What I'm saying is bring one of your clubs, okay? Bring one of your clubs, okay? It's a chipping contest. People come, they pay $10 and they have to get it closest to the hole. And if you beat them, we keep the 10.
Yep.
And if you lose, we have to give them 100.
Wow. Wow.
You beat everyone.
I'm not great at chipping.
Yeah, you are. You're a golfer.
I know I play golf a lot.
Chip
but
the champ.
Chip the champ. Can we bar people? Like, say if there's someone... Good.
Because we can. It's a carny game.
Okay, great. Well, if it's one go per person or if they're not very good, you can go again.
I just think we're
far better than me.
We just got a huge opportunity here to be making money all day.
Yeah, okay, I'll play that.
Here's the other thing that's got me interested. Now, I don't really know. I mean, we're going to talk to the captain of the ship, I think, so we can ask the captain these questions.
Got onto him. He's up next.
Well, there's something called Showtime, Miss Houdini, Illusion and Dance Spectacular.
Yep.
So Miss Houdini's obviously a magician, you would think, or some sort of escape artist.
Yeah, I suppose.
Get me a gig as her assistant. Get me up there because I know magic.
Yes.
She's probably a better magician than me, but I'm good enough to assist.
The assistant is meant to be quite subversive, not meant to show off, meant to really be in the background.
No, the assistant's very flary if they have to be to get the attention away from Miss Houdini.
Okay.
Just get me a gig with Miss Houdini,
I
mate.
will ask Miss Houdini, but if she says no,
I don't think you're going to ask properly. Ask properly and sell me in. Sell me in hard.
Okay, how about I present to you how I'll sell you tomorrow?
Yep.
I'll come forth with...
I want you to find out who Miss Houdini is before the cruise and get her on the phone. Look, man, I'm running a golf championship with you.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that for you. We're going to talk to the captain after this.
And here's something you'll be doing for sure. Fab abs.
What's that?
Every morning. I think it's an ab workout.
No, I'm not.
On our way home from the tequila bar. I'll just swing by for fab abs.
Haim, Monday week away. We'll be cruising... We will be cruising, everyone. You can come on board through your radio as we go through the South Pacific on a huge cruise liner. As you said, Ham, we've got 4 pools to choose from, 3 spas, 5 restaurants.
Incredible.
300 metres long, this thing. The man at the helm and the man who has a table, which apparently is the highest honour a person can get if they're asked to join him on the captain's table. Captain Benici, I think that's how you pronounce your surname. Captain, how are you?
I am very good. No, my name is Binaki.
Binaki.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, it does.
It does to us. And I'm
Adriano.
sorry, Ham.
Make him walk the plank, Captain. Andy's lost his invite to the captain's table, Captain Binaki, if I may. But I would like to assure you that I, Hamish, will never mispronunciate your name, sir. And
I am sure you not do.
Now,
Captain, what nationality are you?
Italian.
We've got an Italian.
Ciao.
We've got an Italian captain. Fantastic.
It's
We've got a number of questions for you.
Numbers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, sure. Okay, good. First up, these are the ones that came up yesterday, Ham.
Yeah.
Can you lock people up?
Yeah. Do you have the authority, if someone's misbehaving, to imprison them?
Depend what mistake they do.
It's not mistake that. Okay, what
Yeah,
about?
so if someone's spilling drinks, they're obviously not going to get imprisoned.
Yep.
But if someone was cheating at a golf tournament, they might be sent back to their bedroom.
What about stealing, for instance?
Oh,
stealing.
okay, yep.
Stealing. We cut their hands.
All's fair at sea, Captain. You're the boss.
Captain. Is it true that it's the highest honour to sit at the captain's table at dinner?
This is a very $1 million question.
Okay.
Depend how you can behave,
Yeah.
because we have a reputation.
Yes.
You guys, if you are a good boys, maybe we can try to do something about it.
Well, what kind of person is normally invited to the captain's table?
Depends. Sometime VIP, sometime people that cruise with us more than one time. Is a search around the guests at that moment we have on board.
Captain, are you a married captain? Does your wife cruise with you?
Well, not this time, unfortunately.
Don't worry, sir. I'm also familiar. It's Dad's week off at C2. I hear you.
Thank you very much, Captain. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you, guys.
Okay.
I'm looking to you to
We can't wait, Captain Benaki. Ciao, paisano.
See you. Bye. Wow. We're in good hands.
Well, no one says he's not the official,
Well, hopefully it's
translator.
Well, no, it's not voice activated. The ship.
The ship's it's not Siri going, I don't understand. Are you sure? You're not from Italy, are you?
Haim, our cruise kicks off in a week and a bit's time. On the Monday, we're going to be setting sail from Sydney Harbour on board a massive ship and be broadcasting live from that ship as we head through the South Pacific towards Polynesian Islands.
We'll be on the Carnival Spirit, Ando. Yeah. What an aptly named ship, because the spirit of Carnival is exactly what's on board. 4 pools, 3 spas, 5 restaurants, a nightclub. That'll be us every night. Just hit each of the 5 restaurants and relax in the nightclub. And then think about what we want to do for the rest of the night. Sports bar, casino. Do we want to go to the dive-in cinema?
You can come through your radios, of course, but if you want to be actually on board with us, hamishnetty.com, that's where you register and we ring people back. The game is this, and it's simple. You snooze your cruise. If we call you, and we're about to call someone now, and you pick up the phone as if you've been asleep, if you're very tired, as if that phone call's woken you up, you're going.
If we caught you snoozing, then you sure as heck are going to catch you cruising in
Jack,
9 days' time.
Who are we calling?
All right, this is Harry.
Mm-hmm.
He has been working for 6 months overseas and has returned home without a job, so he doesn't actually have a job.
Free to cruise.
He's very available for cruising.
Well, you have all day to read that sheet. Yeah. You always read it first thing. You've never seen that sheet before in your life.
Because they get shortlisted during the day on the station, so it's actually only a freshly chosen person. So
I stand corrected.
Okay, sorry.
So much to do over that side of the desk.
So, Jacko, has he got a +1 ready to go?
He's got a +1 ready to go.
Well, he better be tired. Good luck.
Good luck, Harry.
Hello.
Not good enough, Harry.
Harry,
you've got it. You've got it.
I'm dreaming about cruising.
You're cruising.
Harry, you're going to be cruising with us. It sounded like you had been wounded. I was worried we'd called someone that had just been in a medieval combat.
Freshly tranked. Harry,
got it.
Mate, you now, Harry, we don't know anything about your situation, but are you going to have to get some time off work?
Oh, it shouldn't be a problem, mate. I don't have a job.
No, it was a bit of a softball. Sorry, we did know that currently between jobs, so the perfect time to go cruising, Harry.
Yeah, perfect. Just come off a holiday, so I need a holiday from my holiday.
Welcome to our life.
Harry, who are you taking with you?
Oh, tell my mate Andrew I'd take him.
Yeah, good man.
Harry, have you been looking up online about, like we have, about the Carnival Spirit, the boat?
Yes, I have.
What appeals to you the most, Harry?
Well, that'd be the water slide.
Mate, steepest and fastest water slide at sea. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I can't wait.
We'll go down that, all holding hands, Thelma and Louise style, hop out and hit one of the 16 bars. Shouldn't be a tough.
Brilliant.
Should not be a tough
We'll do it
week.
10 days in a row.
Thanks, Harry. Well done, pal.
See you on board, mate.
See you on
Cheers,
board.
guys.
Cheers, mate. Our cruise hand, the peoples. Yes.
Got him.
Came in with a swift one.
Got him with a great
I
fog
barely
on.
stepped into the ring and
Absolutely knocked
Just
out
got-
cold. And yeah,
People's Cruise. It's exciting. HamishNandy.com, you can register if you want to literally join us on a cruise where we're going to board a huge cruise line. We're going to sail, Ham, into the South Pacific, heading to Polynesian Islands.
sailing into the
Sun on our face.
I was going to say sailing into the sunset. I think we actually head east. Still sailing into the sunrise.
Yep.
Happy with that. Sun's got to come from somewhere.
And look, well, you and I are pumped about it.
Can't wait. No, we've never cruised.
We've never cruised. We're going to broadcast live from the show, so you can be on the cruise through the radios. Be sure to be there Monday week as we take off. Hey, we've got a question for you.
Okay.
Got a call from my dad last night.
Yep. I know. Is he one on? As my brain thought the question, it was just filed under things to say.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a joke.
No.
It certainly wasn't a serious question. It was just things to say. Put this out there.
Yeah. And then
But as it came out my mouth, I realised this could have been filed under serious questions. He'd like on. So Mick plus one?
Mick and Mark. So he called me and there was the regular small chat, you know. The Blues are going well.
Yeah.
And we both enjoy the AFL.
Yeah, sure. Not the Cincinnati Blues, the golf team. The junior golfers.
Thinking of, you know, trimming back the hedge this weekend.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
Not a euphemism. You are very close to your dad. Well, Dad, you ask Mum, and if she gives you the all clear.
And then he says to me, this People's Cruise. This looks like some fun.
God, they're all coming out of the woodwork, aren't they? More than
And I said,
anything
yeah.
we've ever done, we've had sniff arounds
And
for
I
this.
said, yeah. And I said, yeah, it's going to be great fun. And he said, well, you know, can your mother and I come?
Straight out with
Just
it.
straight out with it. It wasn't like, we're actually not doing much that week.
Yep.
He said, can your mother and I come? And similar to Jack's horn at the start of this break, he knocked me out.
No one's expecting that.
I didn't expect it, and my not lying game wasn't on. I couldn't work out how to.
I've heard, right? And this is what it makes me think of. I've heard in a similar vein, friends of mine that got married, the parents of the guy are very, close to the guy. But when the couple went on their honeymoon, the parents went, well, maybe we've been thinking of a holiday. How would you feel if we came along?
And what did they say?
It was at dinner.
So you have
thinking it would be just us.
Yeah.
Call us old fashioned. That's a honeymoon sort of vibe. But, you'd, I guess, help pay for the wedding. Sure. Yeah, I'd love to have you along on the honeymoon.
Yeah, so I didn't say yes.
I mean, it's not our honeymoon, Anna. We're taking
Kind of
110 other people.
Feels like it, though. I mean,
It does, doesn't it? It would be nice to get away. We're both very busy these days. I got a family. You got all that golf you got to play.
So I went back to Dad with, it's we won't be able to spend that much time together. We're going to be working. Thinking that he's like, no. Your mother and I would just think it'd be a great adventure.
yeah. It doesn't have to be the cruise with you. Just if you're getting some tickets to cruises.
131060.
Whooshka.
Is it a good idea to take my parents? Have you been on a cruise?
But what if you take your parents and then suddenly my mum and dad are like, oh, well, Andy's taking his parents.
This might be a situation. I mean, have you been out there? You've only got to take one side of the parents in your relationship.
In my defence, Mum's off on, I don't know, some sort of yoga retreat or some sort of eat, pray, love thing this week to Bali. So I suppose I could say to her, now, come on. You can't have too many holidays. I suppose I could rein her in that way.
Yes. Your dad, though? I mean, there is a table tennis table.
He has just been to Vietnam for a conference with my stepmom.
131060. Before we go into those, but is it a good idea?
Yeah.
Have you been on a cruise with your parents? You've been on a holiday with your parents? Tell us, Is it a good idea?
And
What
it's
are
more-
the dangers? What are the pitfalls? Are there any advantages?
Do you know what it's like? That is more like a last-minute sneak on. They're almost stowing away.
Yeah.
It's sort of like an authorised stowaway.
Yep.
Because it's 1 week till we go.
The People's Cruise, Ham, in a week and a bit's time, on a Monday, we'll set sail on a cruise liner with 4 pools, 3 spas, 5 restaurants, 16 bars and lounges.
A casino. A mini golf course. And possibly a Marg and Mike Lee.
Well,
possibly Andy's parents.
I just brought up with
I'm
you.
glad you brought it to the table.
Last night, I got a call from Dad, and there was a little bit of small talk, and then he asked the question, could him and Mum come?
This is
and
amazing.
I was a bit taken back for it. I kind of was caught off step, and I didn't really say a hard no or a hard yes. I just kind of pushed it away.
My question to you is this a sign of, like, that this particular sort of escapade we've thought of, and we always knew it was a long shot when we were asking Grumpy Dave, hey, can we go on a cruise? The fact that we've done it, we have managed to get it across the line, there's over 100 people coming. Is it just that seems like a fun idea? Or have all our other things not seemed like holidays? Because at no point were our parents going, can we come on Caravan of Courage?
No.
Oh, the tall ship, love to that. Oh, you guys going to Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Love to come along.
I think this is easily the most...
This is just a holiday. I think this is just indicating to us that we're just having a giant holiday.
Is it a good idea or is it a bad idea to have your parents come along to something like this, Ham?
I'm just going to flag something here for myself, how it would impact on my enjoyment of the cruise. How much can I trust Marg and Mike? Now, if you'll pardon the phrase, loose lips do sink ships, and I'm planning on being, I'm party dad. Dad's week off. Dad's there to have a good time. Dad might get a little bit sloppy, a little bit rowdy. Stuff that what happens on the boat certainly will stay on the boat. Now, will they snitch? Will they tell my parents what I've been up to? Or do I have to curb my behaviour around them?
No, I don't want you to
Or will
feel
it be
like...
me and Marg and Mike just
We're not gonna
scooting
have
down the water slide drinking Caprinas all day?
We're not going to have a curfew or anything, I don't think.
I don't know.
It's also a big boat. You can go and you can get up to mischief.
Do I want that pressure?
Okay. Nicole, your thoughts?
I've been on 11 cruises with my parents, and I think it's a great idea.
Been on
11 cruises. How old are you, Nicole?
I'm 24.
24, okay.
So this is, you would do nothing but cruise.
Early, you could only, I would imagine you were only allowed to go on your cruises because your parents were taking you.
Yes, at the start, of course.
Okay, so now, say if you hit 25th year, would you prefer to go with them or without them?
Probably with them because they pay, but...
Let's assume that you're coming on our cruise, Nicole, where we're paying for everything. I mean, well, someone's paying for everything.
Yep.
Are you still bringing them?
Yeah, I think, it's a good idea because you can go on a family holiday, but at the same time, you don't really have to see them at all.
Okay. That's a good point.
So
you
you
could
get
get
the
credit.
points.
You could get credit for a family holiday.
Carly, your thoughts?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy, Carls.
I think that because it's a competition, they should register.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is fair, actually. And then what? But then do we
I think you should
favour
tell
them?
that. I think you should tell them that you're going to give them a call and give them the opportunity. And if they answer it pretending to be asleep, then they can come. But if not, that's just the rule.
You're right, Kelly. You're not from our legal department, are you, Kelly? If they snooze, they cruise. And that's the truth. They can't just know the guy that's on the show.
Thank you, Carly. Josh.
Boys, you've got to bring the parents. I've just won tickets this morning to this cruise. We're going to have an amazing time. You've got to bring the parents.
Josh, why do you want my parents there though?
Mate, they just make things more fun. Older people just make things more fun. It just something happens, the dynamic changes. Boys, we will have an absolute cracker of a time with them there.
How old are you, Josh?
I'm 28.
28. All right, let's get one. This is
But it's not. I mean, Josh, would you want your parents there, or is it just funny that mine are there?
No. I'd love to have my parents there. My dad would have an absolute ball. He loves cruises.
Yeah. I'm worried about
sure
my
your
dad
parents
as well.
would be the same.
Yeah,
you're a good boy, Josh.
Cato, have
Ahoy,
you cruised?
boy.
Have you cruised with your parents?
Ahoy, Cato.
Firstly, happy week after birthday week.
No, come on, mate. He loves it as well.
Spot on, Cato. You have no idea. I mean, I've been trying to keep it off air, but Andy's been doing a fair bit of that. Bit of gear behind the scenes. Thanks, mate. Do you reckon it's a good idea, Cato? The parent factor?
I've had a bad experience, boys. It's not a good idea to bring your parents on a cruise.
Okay, what happened?
So me and my mum, we went on a cruise, mother, son, little holiday. And it started up near Cairns and we were supposed to go up to Aldesia. First night we were just near Cairns and we went to the casino and my mum had a few too many. Ended up running around the casino floor naked.
As like a bit of a, if I carry out this deal, will you let me have $10 on red?
Yeah, I don't know what she's thinking. Like, as you can see, my name's Cato, so Mum's always been a bit of a hippie.
Yep.
Just didn't handle the cruise well, and I'll worry for you, Andy, that could happen to you as well.
So it's almost like you just can see too much of a wild side of your parents.
I mean,
it might break the parental child bond of authority. Andy.
You know my mum. What percentage chance do you think of her doing a nudie run, Ham?
49.
It's
just less than 50-50.
It's not true at all. Anyway, something for us to ponder. We don't.
Sometimes we're all at a parties and you go home early. You don't know what happens when Mark's still there.
Stick around, everybody. Haim, we've got to head to the rooftop soon.
Yeah, great.
We've got a printer that justice has to be served to because it's been malfunctioning.
If you've ever been frustrated by a printer at your house, you will hear some justice in a moment.
And the People's Cruise, a 300-metre boat or cruise ship, which has got 4 pools on it, 3 spas, mini golf, table tennis, I believe.
The steepest, fastest, and wettest water slide at sea. It's slightly wetter than other water slides.
Should we try and go as slow as we can down the steepest water slide?
Yeah, that's probably the great competition to have out there.
Yeah,
who can clock the slowest time down the steepest and fastest water slide at sea? Yeah, great.
We'll do that. That'll be 4 hours.
I'm just going to take a suit made of rubber gloves. Grip the whole way down.
Hey, the way you can win is by going to hamishnetty.com, registering. We'll call people back, and if you snooze, you cruise. If you answer the phone as if you've just woken up, yeah, good news for you. You're going.
I mean, which is really because we thought of that name, and then we had to think of a competition that would fit it.
We knew, well, we didn't. We realised that because we're taking 100+ people, and we're only doing 9 shows until we actually get on board.
Yeah,
we had to outsource a few of the giveaways.
The breakfast shows around the country have been spending their mornings giving away the tickets to people that had to pretend to be asleep, and there really have been some stunning results from around the nation.
They've been doing an amazing job.
Stab, Abby and Osher in Brisbane.
Oh, we're calling Caitlin. Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Caitlin.
Did we just wake you up?
Hey, did we just wake you up?
No. Oh, yes. Asleep all morning.
Well, you only answered hello with a little bit more sleepy voice. Okay, all right.
You
Okay,
won.
all right.
Oh, thank you so much. That is amazing.
Reuben Sam in Sydney.
Don't pretend you're so asleep you don't answer the phone. Let's just make
You don't win tickets then. Is it we're calling Joel, everyone?
Hello? Oh, Joel, hi, this is Reuben Sam. How are you, mate? You sound really tired.
Oh, where am I?
Oh, sorry, did we wake you?
You're in a head full of clouds.
I am, I'm tired as. Oh, right, we'll let you go back to sleep, but while you do, why don't you dream about you joining in Hamish and Andy on the People's Cruise?
Yes!
Yeah!
Well done, Joel, you bloody legend.
I love that you've done Sleepy Excited as well. Congratulations.
That sounds awesome. Can you wake me when the boat arrives?
Will do, mate. We'll christen you with a little champagne bottle.
Heidi, Will and Woody in Perth.
Hello?
Hey, Eliza. Oh, man. Hey, how you going? Sorry.
Yeah,
Have I woken you up?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's really good because you're going on a trip that day, Andy. Congratulations. You get to take someone with you?
Yes, I'm taking my husband. It's coming up to our 2-year wedding anniversary as well.
Oh, stop it.
Best time ever.
Congratulations. We'll go and hug him in the shower. You're going on the ship. The Carnival Spirit.
Get in the shower, you two.
Get in the shower. Off you go.
Kat and Amos in Adelaide.
Hello.
Oh, good morning.
You sound like you've woken up, Brooklyn.
Oh, I've just been snoozing.
Well, obviously, you snooze. Oh, you cruise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, you are going to have a great time.
Fifi and Dave with Bev in Melbourne.
So if they answer Chipper, no dice.
No, they can't go.
Okay.
This is Christopher.
Going on the cruise!
Oh my God, you're kidding!
No, the People Cruise, you're going to be there!
Mate, are you tired or do you have a stroke? That was amazing.
One of the best. Chris, where are you right now?
I'm on the work site. All the boys were around me as the radio was going, and I was like, there's no chance, boys. Jesus.
Turns out if you answer like Chewbacca, you're also
You're also cruising, and you've got a $30 ticket for the buffet.
In half an hour's time, we'll be doing another one. But HamishNetty.com, if you want to register, your last chance to register, we're going to give them away next week as well, Ham.
If you reckon you can be asleep better than that, this could be the week for you.
It's Hamish Netty. Ham, our cruise, the People's Cruise, Monday week away, so just over a week, and we'll be going through the South Pacific with many people on board, including over 100 of our listeners, which is very exciting.
And already the people that we've been giving cruise tickets to, you couldn't hope for a finer batch of cruise mates. Can't wait to get out in the 70s nights, maybe some of the trivia nights, make a little trivia team.
1 week to go, everybody.
16 bars.
HamishNetty.com if you want to register, and then we'll call you. Pick one. We call you. You've got to answer the phone as if you have been sleeping, and that phone call has woken you up. Jack, who are we going to call today?
This is Elizabeth, and she will bring along her husband if she is a winner.
Wonderful.
They're looking forward to leaving behind their 2 kids, 15 and 13 years of age.
Great. I wonder if the kids know about it.
And hopefully they organise
guys,
some
have
kind
you seen
of
Mum and Dad?
some kind of supervision, or at least someone to tap into.
There's $170 in a loaf of bread on the table. When are they coming back?
All right, let's do it.
And I hope for your sake, Liz, that you are snoozing when we make this call.
Hello?
Sorry, did we wake you?
Did we wake you?
Yes, you did.
You're cruising!
Oh, that's so exciting. Thank you so much.
Liz, well done. You are cruising with us. We just heard that you're going to take your husband and you're looking forward to leaving kids at home. Will they be supervised? Do they know about this?
They'll be supervised, and no, they don't know about this yet.
Okay, what
wow.
are their
Mummy,
names?
how do you break it to the kids when you go, Mummy and Daddy are going to go away on the best holiday of their lives? To basically a place the kids would love to go. How do you tell them you're going to go on the highest and fastest water slide ever invented on a cruise ship and they're not coming?
They can stay at school, and I'm sure they'll be okay with it.
Yeah, school, guys.
Yeah,
sorry.
school.
I mean... Throw out the offer. I mean, I would be happy to homeschool them on board.
No, I think they'll be right.
Wise, Liz. Wise move.
That's true,
Look forward.
I can't promise a completely sober teacher.
we look forward to seeing you and your hubby at the wharf. It's in Sydney, obviously. Monday week away.
It's going to be very much like the first scene of the Titanic. People running through the crowd. Wait for me. I just want a ticket. That kind of thing. But hopefully you'll be on board with plenty of time. And we're off.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Mate, we can't wait.
Hamish Daddy. Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish Daddy to drive you home. Look, it's a week out. It's a week out now, Ham.
1 week from the cruise, my friend.
I should say to you should consider packing. You should consider getting ready.
Right, I'm ready.
Because you're not taking anything.
Close your eyes.
Yeah.
Now open your eyes. I'm ready. In the time that you had your eyes closed, I got fully prepared for the cruise.
Well, you don't have your passport on you.
I'm going on as is. You can organise my passport. I'll get Zoe to send it to you. Someone will bring it.
Something like that generally happens.
No. I've never, I mean, at least when we've gone on trips like caravan trips or gone overseas and done things, I've at least bought some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I might have thought some things would be provided, but I bought some things.
What about toiletries?
Not bringing anything.
You're not going to bring anything. You think that there's... But she said that there's not enough of that stuff on the boat.
Well, everyone else will bring stuff, but I'll be buying as I need because we've got ship cards.
Yep.
You just got a swipe card around your neck on a lanyard, and everything's just ship cards.
It's linked to your personal credit card.
The only thing, or our personal credit card, I assume there'll be a
company
kerfuffle as we check in, and you might put yours down. I might have forgot mine.
I am getting a lockdown on our joint account. You and I have a joint account. People find that funny.
No, don't think about any of that. Just I'll put an account down. I'll get my ship swipe card. The only thing I will organise to be on the boat already is the 200 T-shirts I've made up with you on them, where I'm surfing you and it says Surf's Up. Limited edition, only available on the cruise. If you are listening and you are coming on the People's Cruise with us in 1 week exactly's time, I know they say there's no cash on the boat, but do bring cash, because those T-shirts will be $50 a pop.
We'll
and
tackle that at another time, because there are other things to tackle, which include the fact that my dad asked whether my mum and dad could come on Friday.
Got an update?
Got an update for you, but before that,
have you upgraded to a deluxe room?
It's been a while before all that. It's been a wild weather time for many people across the East Coast.
I saw something incredible due to the weather last night. I want to share with you next time.
After this, Hamish and Andy. Hey, Monday next week, we'll be sailing you home, and we'll be aboard the People's Cruise, the Carnival Spirit, heading off from Sydney Harbour through the South Pacific on our way to Mystery Island. Not our Mystery Island, a place called Mystery Island.
In the Vanuatu's.
Yep, 4 passenger pools, and there's spas, there's 5 restaurants, 16 bars and lounges.
Here's what excites me. Over 45 different activities, Ando, every day.
What, so different ones every day?
Different activities every day.
Wow.
Ice carving, trivia carving. Come and cut up the cardboard for the trivia questions. Who knows? I mean, they might recycle a few through. But whatever it is, I'll be entering you in everything. Limbo, dance contests, cocktail making competitions, make Hamish a hat contest.
And that's why my dad wanted in. My mum and dad
they
wanted
love
in.
Activities.
Yes.
Your dad took a sewing course. There's probably a sewing course on the boat.
People may have heard on Friday, my dad had reached out and asked whether him and mum could come.
But he said, look, from what I gathered, did he try and play that angle of like, if you're giving away 110, 120 cruise tickets, if there's a few left, like if you don't have enough people.
No, he didn't even do that. He just said, can I come?
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, 15,000 people and counting have applied.
Yes, so no, he just wanted to come.
He's just trying to pull strings.
And so we had a chat about this over the weekend.
And I said, look, he certainly qualifies. He's done a lot for the show. He and Marg have done a lot for the show. They produced one of the hosts.
Yep.
And that's not a claim that everyone can have. In fact, I think 2 other people in the world have got that claim.
So I put a call into them over the weekend to let them know that they could come along.
Is that where we ended up on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is where the new news came in.
I thought we were thinking about it. Okay.
Oops. Anyway.
Should have had someone keep minutes.
Here's where the new news comes in.
All right.
Dad had never asked Mum. Had rung up and asked. I didn't know he'd never asked Mum.
So had you assumed it was a Marg and Mike thing?
Well, he said, can Mum and myself come? He asked whether...
For a second, I thought, hang on a second. So he heard about my dad's club and just gone, I'll come by myself.
No, he was only ever going to get away if Mum was coming with him. I think he knew that. Okay. So he's rung and asked, didn't expect me to broadcast it. So Mum has got wind. So when I've called them back, it's a very interesting conversation.
Now, when you rang the other day...
Yes.
And you asked, my dad asked, can we come on the...
I didn't ring you. Could we put that on record? I didn't ring you. Someone else rang you.
Yeah, Dad. Well, we've got a spot for you if you want it.
Can I say thanks, but no thanks?
No interest, Mum.
No interest whatsoever. I'm not a fan of those big ships.
Yeah, well, we haven't tried one.
No, we haven't tried one and really have no intention of it.
Right. So you are ship blocking Dad, are you, Mum?
Yes. Thank you very much for the very kind offer.
All right, Mum. Well, I'm glad you put your foot down.
Well, I don't do that very often either, do I?
No.
No, not very often.
Thanks anyway, darling.
All right. Love ya.
Love you too.
Thank you very much for thinking of us. Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
No, dock blocked.
It went for a lot longer with Dad trying to angle it with a few of, shall we think about it, just Dad seeing if he could work on Mum for a couple of days. But Mum, literally, I've never seen her like it. Just go, no, I don't.
Iceberged it.
I have no interest in it.
What are the chances of still getting Mick?
Well, isn't it?
Because he clearly wants to go.
Okay, well, Dad, if you're listening now, because obviously this is the way we're communicating, you've got one more night to try and see if you can get away without Mum.
Yep. Because we can't tell him what to do now, but we can say to him, we're not completely pulling up the gangplank yet to his chance to spend a luxurious 10 days at the sea. But if he can come up with a strategy and a plan to get himself a leave pass, I, as co-captain of this trip, Ando, he's certainly still got my vote.
Hamish and Andy. Haim, I need to bring this up.
What's up?
It's to do with the People's Cruise, our cruise ship. We head off, obviously, on Monday next week. And there's something I found out about it that worries me for your sake.
What do you mean?
Probably for your wife's sake as well.
Really?
Yeah. That
Ship of Temptation. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, I guess so. Obviously, we're going on the People's Cruise, everybody. We'll be taking you on a cruise. Thank you, Jack. Take you on a cruise through your radios if you want to join us in the South Pacific.
Can I say, whatever you're about to say, there's no way Zoe will be worried about this because she knows I'm just going to be so sloppy for this whole week. I'll be in no state to A, be tempted, but B, be any sort of in any way, shape or form. Capable. I mean, I hope so. I hope I'm just floating in the pool with you yelling at me to do some work. I mean, that's my dream.
The temptation is not what you're thinking, I don't think.
Is it pizza?
Yes. It's free.
That's all I was thinking.
It's free 24-hour pizza and ice cream.
Interesting.
Free for 24 hours. Anytime you want.
Oh, there's not just one 24-hour period?
No.
Okay.
It's
every day, all day. From the minute we're
24/7, you can order pizza or ice cream for free anytime you like.
I'm interested.
I'm worried. That's why I've got...
I put on 10 kilos at schoolies, don't you?
Yeah, I know. That's my point.
People don't believe that, but it's true.
You did.
10 kilos
and
in 10
I
days.
saw you in America with us.
Yep.
And when you went and did the film.
Yep.
That was
nowhere near my schoolies pace, though.
I know.
Schoolies was insane.
I know.
People at school still... No one remembers much from schoolies except my weight gain.
And that's what I'm worried about for you. And I'm sure Zoe's going to be worried about as well. That's why Desi joins us.
You should be worried. I suppose...
She's the maitre d' on board the boat. Thank you for joining us, Desi.
Hi, Hamish. Nice to have you.
Lovely to have you,
for
Desi.
inviting me.
Oh,
it's a pleasure.
Thank you for having us on your ship in a few days' time.
Can't wait.
Our Bulgarian maitre d'. It's very exciting, very multicultural.
We spoke to the captain the other day, Desi. He's sort of like an Italian Dustin Hoffman, isn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
Desi, here is the question I want to ask you with regards to food.
Go ahead.
Have you ever cut someone off? Free 24-hour pizza and ice cream?
Yep.
Have you ever had responsible serving of pizza and ice cream kick in and you've said to someone, you've had too much?
I think you've had enough, mate.
Never, because it's never enough.
Well,
No,
get ready for your first time, Desi.
No way, you can't make it. I can't wait to see. I hope you will. Don't forget there is a Caesar salad too as well there. So and a cookies 24 hours.
I'll have one if I've got room. Desi, what about if I order 10 pizzas to my room and then I order another 10 to my cabin? Will you say you have to eat the first 10 first, Mr. Blake?
I'll be right there to see if you're going to finish them all. I'll be delivering them myself. I don't want to miss them.
Attention shipmates, get to the ballroom. We've got an idiot that's going to eat 20 pizzas.
For sure, you get ready.
Thank you very much, Desi. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Look forward, guys. Waiting for you.
Yeah, we look forward to meeting you too. Hey, it's got us thinking. 13, 10, 60. I'd like to put this out there. What have you been cut off from? Can't be alcohol. Let's take that one out of the mix.
Straight off the table.
Yes.
Oh, you mean buffets?
Or just anything.
Like Homer Simpson style?
Anything out there. Have you been officially cut off from something? Have you been officially asked to stop?
You've had enough, sir.
Yeah.
Again, cannot be alcoholic beverages. You're right.
Chris, on 13, 10, 60, have you been cut off from something that isn't alcohol?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy to you, mate.
Ahoy, Chris. What have you been cut off from?
Cheesy toasted sizzler.
Oh, they got you.
Cheesy toasted
got
what?
me.
At Sizzler, you know the welcome bread? Mate, that's widely regarded
No,
as the best.
trusting you to know exactly what he's talking
Mate,
about.
it is widely regarded as the best part of the Sizzler meal. How did you get more, Chris? Because usually it was just one piece.
Well, we were there. I was there with three mates, my partner and my son, and it got to the point where we'd probably eaten about 4 plates each. And each plate comes out with 2 slices of this toast. And the manager walks out and says, "No, you guys have had enough."
Sizzler's an all you can eat, isn't it?
Exceeds maximum cheesy toast.
Isn't Sizzler all you can eat?
Well, the cheesy toast is the item you request. You go, can you get us some more? Because usually you sit down to the cheesy toast and then you head off to the buffet. What they're not expecting is someone to have come just for the cheesy toast. And that's where you broke them, Chris. I'm very proud of you, mate. It's something with climbing Mount Everest, doing the Kokoda Trail and breaking a buffet.
Yeah.
The 3 things every man should aspire to do.
Cut off from cheesy toast. Well done, Chris. Josh, 131060's number. What have you been cut off, mate?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy, Josh.
My father, in fact, was cut off from a establishment. He went to a buffet and he was cut off because he ate 32 dozen oysters and they thought that would be about enough.
Hang on, he didn't eat 32 dozen.
He ate 32 dozen. The figures have obviously changed a little bit through the years, but that's the figure that stood pretty steady, 32
I don't
dozen.
believe him.
Well, I'm going to say 32 dozen is somewhere approaching 500 oysters. And he just pulled out his calculator.
So 380.
380. 384.
Approaching.
It was approaching him. 384 oysters in one
That's
sitting.
correct. And they asked him to stop eating them, and they stopped serving them, and it was embarrassing because
It's The Simpsons.
Good on you.
It is The Simpsons where Homer goes from that all-you-can-eat seafood restaurant.
They're meant to be an aphrodisiac, Josh, so...
You would have just been running rampant. Probably how you were conceived, Josh.
I feel sorry for your mum. Sarah, wrap this up for us. Have you been cut off from something and all you can eat?
No, it wasn't actually all you can eat. It was karaoke.
Ah, yes.
So I sung a wonderful song.
What song?
For a sec, You're the Voice by John Farnham.
Oh, great opener. Great opener.
Went back for a second song. That was all good. And then they said, no, you can't do it anymore. But everyone else was hopping up having 3rd and 4th turns, but I wasn't allowed.
So you got away your second song, or did you get stopped?
I got the second song in.
What song was that? What song was that?
What was your difficult second album? What was it, sorry?
500 Miles.
500 Miles.
Yeah. That's a pretty bad karaoke song, isn't it, Sarah? Because it's a song we all love. I Would Walk 500 Miles.
Great.
But it's such a repetitive song. Even the blokes that did it were getting bored of the song towards the end, and they're professional musicians. I know.
So
we all know all the words.
We don't doubt your commitment. We doubt your skill.
Knowing the words isn't the hard part of karaoke, Sarah. They're on the TV in front of you.
Thank you, Sarah.
No one's going, well, this is horrible, but gee, she's on top of the words.
Hamish Daddy, we're driving you home. Excited about this. Next Monday, Ham, we're going to be on the People's Cruise, a 300-metre long boat. It's got 6 decks, I think, 4 for 5 pools, 3 spas, bars, nightclubs, casinos, mini golf.
It's
water
crazy.
slides.
Every time you hear a statistic about the boat, you go, how are they going to fit all that in? But they're just massive, these ships. We've never even been on one for a sticky beak.
No.
Let alone for a cruise from here to the Vanuatu's, the mysterious chain of islands.
We're going to try and broadcast.
Vanuatu.
We're hoping that the satellite works for us. We're going to try and broadcast live as we go across the South Pacific every single day. Come on the journey through your radios.
Just gave me an idea. Just if it gets to 3 or 4 in the morning and I'm feeling in that party vibe because it's Dad's week off, will I get in trouble if I am found kicking the satellite dish out of order?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we wouldn't be able to do the show the next day. No, excited to do the show from the boat and bring everyone the action live from what's happening on the cruise ship.
The way you win your way onto the boat to be with us, to be in Hames Dad's Club partying, and also probably an accessory to...
Could be in the Mums Club with you, Ando. Are you still running the Mums Club?
I'm not running a Mums Club, but hey,
if you want.
An accessory to
satellite destruction.
You have to go to hamishnetty.com and register yourself, and then from there we call someone back. Jack, who are we about to call?
Someone who could join the Dad's Club Ham. He's 51 years old, but he's bringing his wife if he wins.
Welcome.
He is a manager of a bike shop.
All right. Okay.
Fantastic.
So Haim will have something in common with him. Hey.
Oh, we could probably actually ride laps around the boat.
It's pretty big.
Pretty big. I could do 2 laps.
He has to pick up as if he is asleep. If you snooze, you cruise. Okay.
What's his name, Jake?
Oh, sorry, his name's Stephen.
Stephen.
Just Stephen. Bit of vital info.
Here we go.
Hello?
Steve.
Yeah?
No, Stephen.
No, Steve, our first line ball.
Our first person.
What's up?
Stephen, it's Hamish and Andy here.
Oh, what's going on?
Feels
Stephen.
like you've dived back asleep.
Stephen, I'm afraid under the rules, the strict rules and terms and conditions of you snooze, you cruise, unfortunately.
It felt like a pretty chipper hello.
Yes. Steve, you can't
No,
come.
I'm a happy person when I wake up. Bloody hell.
I'm a happy person when I wake up.
Then I wake up with a heartbeat like I'm ready to rock.
Steve, I don't think
Hang
you've
on,
ever...
Ando, we're just going to take a huddle here.
Okay.
Oh, man, my heart's racing.
Steve, guess what?
What?
You're not coming. but what we'll do...
Oh, you pair of tease.
We're a tease. No, we gave you the opportunity. Hey, we can't. There's so many people. You know the rules.
Look, Andy, if this is like The Voice, do I get 1 vote to save?
Yeah, we need it.
I mean...
Come on.
He went
Get me
straight
over
to
the
sleep.
line.
He went straight to sleep after he heard it. And he might really have a good point. He might wake up very excited.
I do wake up. I'll put you on to Tanya. She says you wake up too happy, bucko.
Hey, but you're going to use your vote
I'm voting to save.
You're only allowed one for the week.
I know, I'm voting to save. I'm going to vote to save. I think he wakes up happy.
I need this.
Yes, Steve, from one dad to another.
I just could hear it in his voice. He needs a cruise.
I need a cruise. I've snoozed. Now the cruise. I need it.
Steve, exceptional fight back from you,
Steve.
mate.
So your wife is coming with you, Tanya?
My word, she is, yeah.
Okay. Well, Steve, I mean, I've put my neck on the line here. I hope you can really represent on the boat and have the best cruise of your life.
Man, I'm the best fun person I've ever seen. I'm often told by Tanya to settle down, bucko. You don't need to be the show.
We love people that are being told to settle down. Our favourite kind of people.
He is in your hands, Hamish.
I'm making you a hat that says best fun, Steve.
You're definitely Hamish's responsibility. Thanks so much, Steve.
Can't wait to meet you on the boat, Steve.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy back to drive you home. Excited, Ham. Huge show, actually.
We do have a lot on today's show.
Billy Crystal is going to be on today's show. Yes, he's 9-time host of the Academy Awards, star of films like City Slickers, When Harry Met Sally, Analyze This, and Ham.
And the little monster in Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
Sully. No, Mike. Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, I always get them confused. Got their names wrong from the first time I watched it. I've struggled ever since.
One of the most amazing comedians out of the States and performers, entertainers. We had him on a couple of weeks ago. We said, you're welcome to come back anytime.
If you need our help, because he is coming out to Australia.
He chose today.
He said, yeah, if you guys want me on again, give us a buzz. I'm not doing much.
We've got a game we're going to play with him. He's met so many people in the industry. A black box here. We're going to pull out names, just random celebrities through Hollywood.
He'd definitely have a story.
Does he have a story about any of these people?
Like, I'm sure he would. He's lived there. It's like his neighbourhood for like 50 years.
It's an hour away, but hey, up next, our cruise starts next Monday.
6 days away.
6 days away. You and I heading off on the Carnival Spirit towards the Vanuatu's with many, many people.
Not uncharted waters, quite heavily charted, but a stunning trip awaits us, Sando. But again, I feel like we don't fully understand enough about cruising.
Haim on the People's Cruise sets sail on Monday. You're not taking anything?
No need, Ando. Everything's on board. Anything you can need. You get on that boat and you have a lanyard around your neck with a key on it. And that key card swipes in every store, at every restaurant, at every bar.
Yeah.
You just load it up I assume it's some sort of link back to some sort of station card.
No, it's your credit card they're putting on.
And
certainly not our joint one.
I just think the best way to travel at sea is travel light. You think Navy SEALs go on with suitcases and they just improvise. They get it out there.
I know, but we're not going on as Navy SEALs.
I am going on as the party version of a Navy SEAL. Navy party SEAL.
The thing that excited us is we heard a story.
Yeah.
And we think there's going to be hijinks on the high seas, but also a few scandals.
This is what we want. This is where we want to dig just for a second. For people that have cruised, in the best way you can you give us a little insight into the world we've looked into? Because the one thing that's blown us away, like, don't get us wrong, this was our idea. Yeah. We wanted to cruise. We knew, like, it felt like there was a bit of buzz about cruising.
We knew nothing about it.
But we didn't know anything about it. And I have been a bit floored by how many people love to cruise.
I also am floored about how many rules there are.
A lot of rules, and there seems to be a lot of traditions and things you can and can't do. But
so let's start with this one.
Let's start with this. 131060.
You aren't allowed to fraternise.
That's what we've heard.
We've heard that the crew members...
It was 900 crew.
900 crew. There is approximately 3,000 passengers.
Yep.
The crew members are not allowed to fraternise with any of the passengers. You're not allowed to...
Which makes sense.
Make love.
True. Same thing goes, though, for a lot of employees where you have customers, like at the supermarket.
Yeah.
Like the guy from the deli, you know...
I think he's allowed.
I mean, there's a lot of euphemisms you can use there. He's just meant to give you the olives. I won't say meat. And that's it. And he's not really encouraged to go...
No, he's not encouraged, but I don't think there's I don't think anyone's saying...
I got a car wash. They're not going, look, it takes 6 minutes to go through. Why don't I jump in and then out the other side?
I know, but what name, besides the obvious, name a line of work where it is encouraged?
That's what I'm saying. So the cruise ship's the same thing. So it's like, guys, just, we're all living in confined quarters here.
The cruise ship's different because the cruise ship, it is a rule. You will get fired if you do this.
Is that the rule?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Right.
That is the rule.
I just thought it was frowned upon.
And no, you are not allowed. You're forbidden from doing it, and you can get fired.
But this is the thing. They flirt with that line all the time, because then I heard the other day, I was talking to someone that had cruised, and this is a lady that's maybe sort of in her 50s, right? Yeah. She'd been on a cruise in America, and they import handsome men... Right, and it's a known thing, and it's not under the table. This is on the brochure for the cruise. If you're a single lady, don't worry, because it's like we have a lot of dance nights. We've got many of these like dancing men on board.
Yes, but you're not allowed.
And
to
they're hunks. I know, but they're asking for trouble. They're asking for
trouble.
You're
encouraged to make friends. You are not.
These
allowed...
are hunks that have been brought on to press their bodies against you. That's asking for trouble.
Which is exciting. But
I know, Ando. I don't want to spoil it, but on Thursday night I've organised a few of the boys.
Haim. We heard that one of the crew staff broke the rules.
Sure, it happens.
Let that rule lapse for one of our friends' friends.
Looked the other way on that rule.
Scandal. Cruise Confidential is what we want to start here. 131060. Have you been in a cruise? It doesn't have to be X-rated like that.
No.
But any scandal you've seen go down on a cruise?
Or just crazy mishaps. Yeah. Things that maybe, I think the rule is what happens at sea stays at sea.
Yeah.
But just for this segment,
just bring
it back from sea.
Haim, on 131060.
Cruise Confidential.
Cruise Confidential.
What's that? Yeah, secrets and scandals. Secret scandals.
That you've had on a cruise ship.
Interesting facts from cruise ships.
We're off. Facts?
Well, just like, if we're struggling. we're going to pad it out with an interesting fact. An interesting fact will be the bean shoots in our noodles of Cruise Confidential.
Yes.
So no one's favourite, but you have to bulks it up.
Bulks it up. Yeah, I agree. We head off on the People's Cruise Monday. Katie, welcome to Cruise Confidential. The scandals that happens on board cruises.
On the high seas,
What
Katie?
have you heard?
Hey, guys.
Ahoy.
Ahoy. There is a secret nightclub that only the staff can go to.
There's a secret staff-only nightclub, Ham.
I was wondering about
You were just complaining.
Yeah. I have noticed that there is only one nightclub on board, and because there's so many other things, there's 2,500 shops, just a lot of other stuff.
Katie,
one nightclub sticks out.
How'd you hear about this?
I asked the staff.
Oh, right. And
Good intel.
did you get on? I mean, as a passenger, can you get into the staff only?
No, because they're quite literally not allowed to fraternise with anybody, but they're happy to do it amongst themselves.
So it's not just like Darren's room or something and he calls it the nightclub. No. It's a real venue.
Yeah, there's a whole section of the ship that's theirs. They've got their own bar and nightclub, etc.
I love it, Katie, and I smell the sneak in from us.
Yeah, I think so.
This week.
Thanks, Katie. Kylie.
Ahoy.
Ahoy to you.
Ahoy,
Welcome
Kylie.
to Cruise Confidential. What have you heard just on the quiet?
Well, we actually went on a cruise last March on the same cruise you guys are doing, and my father ended up marrying our waitress.
Well done, Dad. How old was your dad?
We were on for his 60th, so he's 61 now.
Yep.
And he really took to our waitress.
And so he's managed to get that all signed, sealed, delivered within the year?
Yes.
No messing about.
I think there's no rule. I mean, sure they didn't fraternise on board, but there's no rule about.
I'm not sure.
I mean, you're allowed to fall in love. You're allowed to fall in love, Anna. Can't put a rule in against love.
We're not going to discuss it with Kylie on the phone. But
the heart wants what the heart wants. Pete,
thank you, Kylie.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy to you, mate.
What scandal or secret have you got from the high seas for Cruise Confidential?
Well, I can confirm, and Hamish should be happy about this, that I worked as a croupier on the cruise ships, and there is fraternising going on.
Yeah, right.
Why am I happy about it?
And to the point that it's kind of considered a bit of a game to see if you can actually get away with doing it and not getting caught.
But if you it's a high stakes game, I'd imagine, because is it true if you get caught, severe consequences?
You can lose your job. It just depends again on how short-staffed they are. We had a few that in the casino, we were quite short-staffed at the time, and when my mate got caught, he had to front the captain.
Yep.
And he'd come back and he said, "Oh, we're up there." And the captain went, "When I was a boy," and he went, "I knew I was staying."
Yes. There
That's
you
it.
go.
All right, Pete, well done.
Bo, what have you got for Cruise Confidential, mate?
Ahoy, boys.
Ahoy to you. Ahoy, Bo.
I was on a cruise ship. I was 12. I didn't actually see myself, but I remember hearing my parents talking about it. There was these three chicks that took the captain down to their room, and they decided to tie him up to a chair and push him out in the hall.
Oh, they did. So they lured him down to the lower decks to humiliate him.
Yeah, they got him in his undies and pushed him down the hall.
Great scandal, Bo.
Classic captain prank.
Stick around, everybody.
Again, I hear this stuff and I think, should we do it?
Haim, we head off on our cruise next Monday.
We do, Ando.
I'll have some luggage.
Silly fool. You'll sink the boat.
No, everyone's entitled to have suitcases.
How much luggage? There'd have to be a limit, wouldn't they?
I suppose there would be a limit. It says you can take, and it gets delivered straight to your room, I found out. It's pretty good.
Porters.
By the porters. And then you can also take your own carry-on bag.
Hamish Blake, for the little man, always thinking of the little people, Ando. I will not be burdening the porters with my luggage full of cruise wear.
You're hoping to buy everything on board, aren't you?
I want to go as is. My dream is to turn it... Here's my outfit I'm thinking of taking.
So you're not even going to take... What are you going to go on?
Well, I have to go in boardies because unless I buy them on the boat.
You could buy them on the boat. I reckon that's the one item they might have.
All right, I'll just go... Basically, jeans, Hawaiian shirt, captain's hat, sunnies. What shoes? Probably just a boat shoe.
A bag of any kind? Backpack? Just to take a computer?
I might get you to take my computer.
So this is the challenge.
I mean, and I'm going to drill. I'm going to get my toothbrush and drill a hole in the handle and wear it around my neck on a chain. I mean, actually, no, I can buy a toothbrush, but I can buy everything on board. See, every time you think of something you're going to take on, you can just get it on board.
I found a list.
There's over 100 shops.
For the first time, I'm not sure if that's true. That's not. In fact, she said the other day we don't have a lot of shops.
Did you see me miming the Pinocchio nose to Jack? No, it'd be around about 50 shops on the boat that big.
Hey, what you don't need to bring: a beach towel. They're provided.
Great.
Bathrobes
provided.
I
wouldn't have bought a bathrobe.
So I know, but you. What I was envisioning is you not having any clothes. Let me just say the same thing.
Worst comes to worst, I can wear my bathrobe.
You can be in a bathrobe, yes. Here's something that I'm worried for you. There is a cruise elegant evening, as they call it.
Yeah, but I'm wearing my Hawaiian shirt, and it buttons all the way up to the top button.
No, we're talking dress trousers, dress shirts, tuxedos even, cocktail
Who's
dresses for
taking a
women.
tuxedo? No, like we know it's not the Titanic.
I'll take a tuxedo.
I bet you will. Okay, but there'd be a Ferrari formal hire on the boat.
Oh no,
Because I guarantee
you won't. All I'm saying is you will not be allowed
will
at
be.
the cruise elegant evening.
Of course I will.
No, you won't.
What night's that? We might be busy that night.
There's 2 of them per cruise.
Oh, jeez. What night is it? Do you know?
We don't know. I don't know what night.
Like it's a lucky dip. Any other evenings?
Yeah, Mexican fiesta theme night.
Literally, I'm not joking.
Yeah.
My Hawaiian shirt, it has actually got cactuses on it.
Yeah.
So I'm in.
Well,
and I can spend all day fashioning a sombrero in my cabin.
I'm not sure if you can.
A cardboard sombrero. I'll find some cardboard on the boat, mate.
Let's go back.
It's not a convict boat. There's shops on board. There'll be a sombrero shop.
Putting aside the Mexican fiesta night, which I think they're not as strict on people getting in. You're not allowed to go. I've checked. You won't be allowed to go to Cruise Elegant Evening. You must take a suit on board.
A suit?
Yes.
This is crazy. This world of cruising. What if you...
I'm not taking a suit.
Oh,
for you.
come on,
no,
mate.
No way.
You're bringing a suit bag.
You can't go, I'm not taking anything, and then just hand me half your stuff.
Andy, in nomadic tribes, often the shaman or the wisest man in the group wasn't expected to carry any luggage. I wondered if I could sneak that in there. All right, here's what we'll do. Right, let's go to a song. We've got a list, right? We've already given away like 60, 70 of the 100 or so spots.
Yeah.
So we've got a list of all the cruise mates.
Oh, you're going to make one of them take your stuff?
Let's just pick a guy that's about my age and give him a call next and go, got a spare suit?
Hamish and Andy driving you home. We are going to be on board the People's Cruise, Ham. 4 pools, 6 spas. No, I've made that up. 3 spas.
3 spas.
But there are...
One nightclub, Anna.
There's 16 bars and lounges.
Do you know what? I reckon the cruise ship has an abundance of everything. Too much of everything, I'd say, except nightclubs. There's only one.
One casino as well.
What I
might... Would it be nice to have a couple
Would
of
it
them?
be nice to have a few play them off against each other? What I might get you to do at dinner is I might get you to leave most nights early from dinner and go and get us a spot in a good spot of the nightclub. Cheers. And I'll wrap up the buffet.
All right.
And grab anything you might want in a napkin, like any of the baked goods or something. Because I reckon everyone will be fighting for spots at the nightclub.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
Now, another thing that you've refused to do.
Well, there's a cruise elegant evening whereby you have to wear, as much as a tuxedo, but certainly dress pants, shirts, and a jacket. Shirt and tie type stuff.
Yeah.
Ball gowns are even worn by some of the women. Elegant skirts and blouses it lists here. Hey, you say you're taking nothing on board.
Taking nothing.
Yeah.
Deadly squat.
Well, so we've picked out someone, his name's Chris. You said just before that you're going to ring to someone who's won.
We've just randomly selected Chris. I don't even know who's
How old's Chris?
I think he's 26.
26. All right.
So he's a grown man.
Is Chris coming with a mate or is he coming with his girlfriend?
I also didn't know that.
All right, we'll find out. We'll ask him. All right, give him a buzz.
This was just a panicked, pick a guy that's an adult man.
Yep. He won on one of the mornings. He didn't even win on our show.
Yeah, right. Yeah. In the Brecky show.
Yeah.
Hello.
Is that Chris?
Yep.
Chris is Hamish and Andy
here, mate.
How you going, boys?
Yes,
good, mate.
Very good. Just doing the old ring around ahead of the cruise next week. Are you excited?
Oh, mate, I am wrapped.
Yeah.
Now, who are you bringing on the cruise, Chris?
My girlfriend, Sarah.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, mate, we are just going through the list of all the activities on the boat here. And just wanted to give everyone a heads up. I'm not sure if you've been told this by anyone, but there is an elegant cruisewear evening, a formal evening on the boat. And there's a bit of a crazy dress rule. Girls have to wear a nice dress or a gown, and guys have to bring 2 suits, and the captain of the ship will select which suit he'd like to see you in. So you need to bring 2 suits.
All right, fair enough.
Okay.
Chris, what size are you? Just how tall are you?
I'm 6'4". So,
okay.
You're guilty.
Okay, great. And
Chris,
are you a broad guy or?
Yeah, pretty broad. I'm about 116 kilo, 106 kgs.
$1.06.
$1.06.
All right.
Not
Okay.
a lot of change out of $1.07. Hey, Chris, just as a mate, if the captain says he wants you in suit A, are you all right for me to just wear suit B to dinner?
I am no worries with that, Hamish.
Hey, Chris, do you have 2 suits?
I'm hoping right now.
Chris,
Mate, all right,
Chris,
full disclosure.
Full disclosure. Hamish doesn't want to bring
I just
anything on
don't
board.
want to bring anything
He doesn't
on
want to be
board.
hassled by bringing anything. You only have to bring one suit.
But Chris, if you could I leave, just so I got so much other stuff to think about, could I leave my suit requirements in your hands and just bring me, whatever you can cobble together, because I'll make it work.
Are you sure you're fond of that, Hamish? Are you sure you want to leave that in my hands?
I'm now excited with the asking that question.
I am leaving it in your hand. I stress, sir, it's elegant cruisewear. All right?
If it's not elegant cruisewear, you won't be allowed in the dinner. So just bear that in mind, Chris.
My fate for the formal evening is 100% in your hands. I'll take that as a yes from you, and I'll see you on board Monday.
Okay, that sounds like fun, boys.
Thanks,
Can't
Sam.
wait to meet you.
Yeah,
See you,
great.
buddy.
Thank you, mate. Can't wait.
See you, boys.
Chris to the rescue.
Billy Crystal's going to join us after this.
If anyone's
Everybody.
got some many Mexican fiesta wear that they're thinking of bringing doubles of, let us know.
Hame, of course, the People's Cruise happening on Monday. The only way you can get on board with us is going to hamishnetty.com, registering. Still spots available. Register, and then we call someone back. They have to be
asleep.
And
I suppose the other way you could be on this boat is be one of the poor suckers that had already accidentally booked this as your holiday.
And you have to put it with us.
Only to find out that we're coming on board with 120 or so people. But we'll be respectful. We'll be great guests. You'll hardly know we're there.
Jacko, who we're about to call, and if they pick up as if that phone call's woken them, they will have won. They snooze, they cruise. Jacko, who are we going?
It's Ben today.
Okay.
Ben is a bartender. He'll be bringing his girlfriend.
God, if he comes on board, Ando, imagine having our own bartender on board.
Exactly.
And we can completely enter him as a black sheep in, because they've like bartending, make your own cocktail contests.
Yep.
We can be like, oh, Ben, be like, oh man,
I know you're trying to sway me if he doesn't pick up.
Let's take Ben anyway.
With the sleepiness, but
Jeez, you were harsh yesterday.
Hey.
You flat out told Steve he hadn't won.
Yeah, well, I'll be just as harsh.
Till Steve said he was the best fun guy in the world, which has made it. We actually have made the hat. If you were listening yesterday, best fun, Steve.
Yeah.
That's on its way. Steve's going to wear the hat. Let's see if Ben picks up asleep.
Good luck, Ben. Don't stuff this, mate. Hamish, there's no more saves.
I am the soft one.
Hello?
Sorry, mate.
Sorry, man.
Do we wake you, Ben?
You all right?
Look, yeah, he did. I really hope this is important, guys.
I don't know. And if you count.
Going on the cruise, important man!
Woo! You screwed your snooze, baby!
That's actually true. You said you cruise your snooze, which we probably will. We'll probably have a lot of naps when we're on there.
Gonna need a lot of naps, Ben. You're coming on the cruise.
Do you know what has been horrible all week? I tell my friends about it. I've been getting a lot of phone calls from private numbers, and I've been yawning like crazy.
You're doing it, bud. And
All that training has come to good effect.
And you're bringing your girlfriend, we understand?
Definitely. She'll be coming aboard. She's jumping right next to me right now.
We hear that you are a barman. Is it possible? Just get in your mind now. You don't have to say it now, but we'd love.
Could you invent a cocktail for
a
the
drink,
cruise?
A cruise, a people's cruise cocktail. The people's
Look,
cocktail.
I'm going to hit the laboratory right now. Concoctions together.
Yes, get in the lab.
That is an order.
It's the drink that will need to be drunk from the top of the slide to the bottom.
Yes. Fantastic, Ben. You're coming.
Cannot wait to get you on board with us next Monday, mate. We'll see you on the boat.
All right, see you then, boys.
See you, mate.
Well done, mate.
See you later.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy back to drive you home, and Hamish has got his drumsticks out. Turn the bed off for a second, Jack. This is what I've been putting up with all day.
And that's in beat, which is a drumming term for on tune.
No, it's not. Yeah, well, when you say that's in beat, which isn't a term, when you say that's in beat, in time, it potentially would have been a more accurate way to reflect something. Yep. We don't know, because we don't know what time it's meant to be in.
I'm telling you, from a drummer's perspective. And the reason I've got the sticks out today, I know, is because I've re-remembered my challenge. And my challenge would be, if people have been listening to the show.
Yeah, well, you've invested in 3 times a charm, another electronic drum kit, the most expensive one you've bought to date.
This one for real. I've bought and sold 2 in my lifetime, but I really feel like this is my time. I've got 2.5 weeks to learn a very difficult song that my wife has told me I have to be able to drum this song, otherwise I'm not allowed to bring the drum kit home.
And you're not allowed to keep it here because the work here does not want them here. So anyway, we'll cover that off a little later on in the show, Ham, because after this...
And let's talk cruise.
Yes.
I've been going through... We've given away now over 70 people, over 70 tickets for our cruise. We leave next Monday on the People's Cruise.
Yeah.
I've just been going through a few of the people we're cruising with. Yeah. They're an amazing bunch.
Great.
And there's one guy I found in particular...
You realise it would have given you research amnesty.
Well, I haven't gone through all of them.
Okay.
But one guy stuck out
as
an asset.
Really?
Like, you want this guy on board. And on Monday, we get on board a giant floating hunk of metal that contains basically all the food, drink, and fun you could ever want. About 3,000 people.
Yeah. An oversupply of all of those three things.
An oversupply of all those things. Us in Hawaiian shirts, you with luggage, me without, and then the People's Cruise commences.
Yep.
Now, we have no idea what awaits us on board because we've never cruised. We've got somehow we've got a hankering to cruise.
Do we?
Without any...
That's the question.
Yep.
You know how they say foods and drinks are included?
Yep, all inclusive.
So if we get a beer...
Yep.
No, it's not included.
That's not included.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
That's why we've got those cards for. That are linked to the company credit card.
Not yet. Apparently, we've got to put down our own.
I've been led to believe that's taken care of.
Okay. Who led you to believe that?
I just feel if we say it so heaps on the show, then people will feel guilted into putting down
That's
the company
true.
card.
I'm led to believe that the company...
Because you got to... I know someone's told us...
Just for us, though. We're not for the winners.
Oh, God, no. Company go bankrupt. got a lanyard thing around the neck, and you essentially have like a swipe card that pays for everything on the ship, and it just charges back to this account somewhere. Well, hopefully someone will fix up at the end on our behalf. Here's the thing, though, Ando. We're going on board. We're taking over 100 people with us, but there's going to be 2,500 people, other paying customers on this cruise, who we will win over, no doubt, through the week. We'll charm the rest of the boat. And by the end of the week, everyone's going to go...
Sure, there'll be some prickly times early.
But, you know, we might get rub people up a little bit the wrong way, and it might take us a few days to wear them down if we're doing, jewellery making with them or some ice sculpture carving later on a Thursday or something. We'll get everyone by the end of the week. But you do raise a good point because it could be a tough sell. There could be some sticky moments, especially early on, because the cruise is, I mean, the name of the boat's the Carnival Spirit. Yeah. So, you get the idea that it's a lot of fun. But what if everyone knows parties do take a while to get started?
Yeah.
Here is where one of our winners, one of the people that's coming on the People's Cruise, will come in handy. Because if sort of night one, so everyone's just sort of mingling and it's not really working.
There better not be a magician.
There's not a magician.
Okay.
Don't worry, the boat's already got enough magicians.
Okay, I just wanted to see if you were getting excited about a magician being on board.
I
am not. So let's just make sure this is broad.
Don't worry. I think you'll like this guy. I think you'll like this guy. If we're sort of standing there and we're in our Hawaiian shirts looking at the dance floor, like the lights are flashing but no one's on it. Yep. Everyone's just sort of awkwardly shuffling around. I'll turn to you and I'll probably go and get Brad.
Okay.
All right?
Okay, yeah. And then I'll go get Brad.
You'll go and get Brad. And I'll tell you why you're going to get Brad. I've got his application form here. Bradley Carey, tell us a bit about yourself. This is when people enter at hamishandy.com. I am the party starter. He goes, quite literally, anything you want. Nightclubs, weddings, events.
Yeah.
I can start a party anywhere and make people, anyone present, fall in love with the music.
Right.
Just the music as a concept. How's this for a kicker? I am also a world's sexiest man gold medalist as voted by former cruise guests on a previous cruise.
Wow. Okay.
So he's been on a cruise before. They obviously had a world's sexiest man comp.
Yep.
Which is slightly rigged because you assume is only open to the people on the boat. They're not stopping at every port, allowing on competitors. But he got given a gold medal.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to bring his gold medal.
Can I just check? Does gold medal mean he won it?
Participation medal. I have also got a world sexiest man participation medal.
Which is gold.
Which was handed out to 3.5 billion people worldwide who are men.
Is he the winner?
He was the winner.
Okay.
I mean, he says he's the winner. And he's got the gold medal to prove it. And he's the party starter. Look, 131060. If Brad's
I don't quite know what that entails.
Well, here's that. This is why I want to do this.
Yep.
131060. If you're listening to this and you think maybe you're a kind of a Brad, I would like to know do you rate yourself, or do you reckon you're known as the party starter?
13, 10, 60.
And why?
Are you the party starter?
And even if Brad's listening, maybe he can steal some of your tips. Because when he's on board, if I sense any lull in vibe, I'm calling for Brad.
13, 10, 60, we're asking the question, are you the party starter? Josh joins us.
Josh.
Mate, you're a bit of a Brad?
Yeah, they do call me the Latin assassin because, gentlemen, every dance floor I get on, I do burn it up and kill it.
Okay.
That is what assassins do.
It sounded like you had 8 seconds at the top of a TV show to explain who you were.
Well, good luck tonight on Hot Seat Millionaire. No, Joshua, well done, mate. Now, is it something that you, did you always know you were this guy, or did you have to get told?
I was very aware, but I couldn't go out and tell it, so I had to let people kind of realize it.
Yep.
I was just in the middle of every dance floor, getting it on, and then eventually people are like, whoa, okay, this he's killing it.
When's the best time for you to dance, Josh? Right at the start when the dance floor is fresh, or do you let people warm it up for you and then do a bit of stand back, everyone, I'm going to do something great?
I let the other contenders who think they've got something kind of show their best thing, and then I kind of kill it when they're about to do it, and then everyone's like, okay, this guy's not playing around.
Yeah, these guys, we thought we were here for fun, but now it's got really serious.
Josh, you sound like the kind of guy I hate when I'm at a party of yours.
No,
because
no way, Josh.
you're a big show off. But
No. Register HamishNanny.com. I'm sure Brad could use a wingman.
Can I ask Josh a question, though?
Yeah.
Josh.
Yes, sir.
You're suggesting, though, that you're not starting it. That's not he continues the party.
He's a party booster.
He's a party booster.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like he's a
True.
starter.
He's not a jiffy firelighter. He's a big log.
Yes.
To really get the fire roaring.
I would like to see him in action, though, Josh. Well
done. Of course
done.
you would, Josh. HamishNanny.com. Oh, Lorraine, now I believe you're coming. Are you coming on the boat, but you didn't when you were on?
I had to pay, unfortunately.
Now, so you were booked on this cruise
before we announced, or have you booked since, Lorraine?
No, I booked back in March or something, and I'm an aqua aerobics instructor, and I'm taking 8 other people with me.
Yep.
And we went on a cruise last year as well.
Oh, are you a party starter?
Yeah, look, we were karaokeing. I had to help a young guy out. He couldn't do the dance with somebody. He had no
partner.
idea. No, this was some young guy was on the floor.
Yep.
So I got up there and helped him, and I ripped his shirt off and took it around the dance floor. And
Lorraine,
jeez, Lorraine.
Someone's trying to Lorraine you in, I reckon.
Oh yeah, and I've got the Caribbean outfit. I've got the Mexican outfit. I'm right into it.
Lorraine, this is amazing. It's our first chance to sort of talk to someone from the general population of the cruise that's not.
How's the feeling, Lorraine? Are you worried? Are people worried that obviously will be a distraction and a bit annoying, or do you reckon we're going to be embraced on the boat?
Oh, I was so excited when I heard you on the radio saying you were going on the cruise.
Great. Well, as soon as you see Hamish rip his shirt off, make sure you do it.
Well, no, Lorraine, as soon as you see an opening on the shirt, you're more than welcome to come and rip my shirt off at any time.
And then I put it between my legs and saw it and run around the dance floor and
all right, what happens at sea will stay at sea. Just try and Lorraine her in. Can't wait to see you on the boat, Lorraine. I don't believe this. The man himself
Brad, the party starter's
Brad. The party starter, mate.
Good.
Very good.
Bradles, so far when we've put out this call, I'm the party starter, it doesn't seem like there's any true evidence.
I'm having some doubts on these party starters.
Okay, what makes you
talk to us
the
from
ultimate party starter?
To give you an idea, it was the reason why I did I'm a gold medalist in the World's Sexiest Man competition.
Yep.
We had to.
How many gold medals were given out?
There are total in this competition.
Yep.
3.
Okay.
So there's
just like the Olympics.
There is a bronze. I don't know why there wasn't any silver. I'm still wondering where that silver went.
So 3 gold and a bronze. How would you be if you're the guy that got bronze? These three guys have won. You're not the worst, but you definitely haven't won, mate. You can be bronze.
And you're not second. You're not close enough, good looking enough to this guy's to be second.
But you're better than rubbish.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brad. Okay, so you're one of 3 gold medalists for World's Sexiest Man. Andy bit annoyed he didn't hear about this contest, but that's all right. You've won it now. You can't get it off you. And then So, but then for the rest of the cruise, were you starting parties?
I was starting parties. You have to start parties everywhere you go. You've got to get the people involved.
And how do you get the flame? How do you get the flint out and get the fire going?
You're like the Bear Grylls of parties.
Yeah, you basically got to just walk up to as many random people as you can and try and make them party with you.
Okay.
And if they don't want to, you make them feel bad about it until they party with you.
You sound like the best guy in the world to be around.
Brad, this is amazing.
We can't wait to see you in action.
The guy that won on Monday literally called himself the best fun in the world. His name was Steve. Now we've got Brad the party starter. The boat's unstoppable. You just heard Lorraine. Brad, what happens if you and Lorraine meet on the dance
if you
floor?
go head to head, what do you reckon?
I'm worried about my shirt, to be honest.
Yeah, I would.
Bring a spare.
I'm going to pack some very cheap shirts and some expensive shirts. I'm hoping she sees me on the cheap shirt.
I just recommend everyone on the cruise, age male between 18 and 55, take all your buttons off, replace it with Velcro, just in case you get Lorrained.
Velcro, yes. Yeah, Bunnings are going to get a workout.
Thank you, Brad. You are the ultimate party starter.
See you on board, mate. We look forward to being there.
He lives up to his name.
To Brad, we're just kindling. I mean, you just rub us together and see if a party starts.
We'll be giving away a chance to get on board with the likes of Brad, Lorraine, and to a much lesser extent, Hamish and I now after this. Hame, the People's Cruise, it sets off on Monday.
Hong Kong.
Is it, are they really strict on the leave times?
I'd definitely be Monday.
Yeah.
Because I think people pay for, days at sea. So you can't leave a day late.
How are they on safety with regards to, say, trying to do a Jack from the film Titanic and that last bit where he ran on and jumped on at the last moment?
He did leap onto the gangplank, didn't he?
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think that's sort of...
You can buy that.
They expect one or two of those. Or someone just jet skiing out and leaping aboard.
We're about to play You Snooze.
It's not a gangplank, is it? It seems like the ship's too big to go up a piece of wood. It would have to be like a plain air bridge.
Oh yeah, they've improved things since the 1930s.
Just thinking, I mean, with all your suitcases and stuff. Not for me. I'll be fine. I could leap on from quite a distance because I'll have no luggage. But for most people, bringing on a lot of luggage, it'd have to be a full ramp.
Yes. I'm pretty sure that they've upgraded again.
Like there's it's not even like with ferries sometimes. It's like you kind of have to, hope that the guy that's hopped off first is steady and can help you.
Well, I think the cruise, the boat itself is more steady than the shore. Well, a ferry, but also the shore.
Than Australia.
Yeah, it's
massive.
It's so big. So I wouldn't worry. But anyway, we're about to play You Snooze Your Cruise. People have been registering at hamishnetty.com. If you've registered, you might be getting a call right now because, Hame, all they have to do is pick up as if that phone has woken them up. Pick up in a sleepy voice. They're snoozing, they're cruising. Jack, who are we about to call?
This is Peter, a female Peter.
Oh,
gotcha.
Yep.
Her and her house, she'll be bringing her housemate if she wins. Mm-hmm. They're both youth workers with children, and she's also learning Spanish at the moment, so is keen for the Mexican night.
I mean, it's a tenuous link to go, you guys, you better take me because there's no other place to practice my conversational Spanish than aboard a cruise ship. Well,
a Mexican theme night.
Let's be honest, the most, it'll be borderline racist if you're a Mexican. It'll just be sombreros, tacos, and tequila.
Anyway, let's give her a buzz. She's got to pick up the phone. As if she's just been
working. She's asleep. That's it. We haven't failed anyone.
Close.
Come on, Peter.
Oh, hello.
Hola.
Hello.
Hola, señorita.
Hola.
Have we worked? ¿Es posible speak to Peter?
Sí. Soy Peter.
Es Peter. Es Hamish and Andy.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hey, Peter, you're going. You're cruising.
I'm so excited.
Arriba!
Oh, my God. I've never won anything in my life.
Well, you've won something now. We'll be saying underlay on Monday, which we assume means get going.
This is no doubt grande news to you. I hope you can understand our silly English words as you yourself are fluent in Spanish. We can't wait to get you on board the ship. Who are you bringing, Kate?
I'm bringing my housemate Danny. She'll be so excited.
Text Danny to tell her boss straight away that she's going to need the week off next week and probably Friday to prepare.
And just wear a Hawaiian shirt or some sort of nice, lightweight cruise slack when she gets home to let her know that you're ready.
I'll put on some reggae music and wear my sombrero.
It's going to be great. Hey, Peter, we can't wait to see you on board.
Thank you so much.
See you, mate.
Reggae. Bye, guys.
Reggae sombrero. Like I said, the Spanish night's going to be borderline racist with how loose the interpretation of Spanish a fiesta is. Jamaican Spanish. It's all sort of red, yellow, green, isn't it?
Hamish and Andy. Haim, people would have heard earlier on in the show, you snooze your cruise. You've got to register at hamishandandy.com if you want to come on the People's Cruise, where you and I are going to broadcast live, satellite
permitting.
Satellite willing.
Look, if we get out of the Sydney, if we get out of the Heads, out of the harbour, cruising across the South Pacific, and the captain goes, boys, the bloody satellite dish has fallen off into the water.
We'll be
devastated. It's going to be 5 days, and you just have to have cocktails and go down the water slide. We'll be shattered. But we'll pull ourselves together, and we'll do it.
Yep. But you have to register at hamishandandy.com. You still can do that. And then we call someone back. If that phone is picked up and that person on the other end is pretending to be asleep or that phone's woken them up, they're cruising. This is affecting more people out there.
Right. I think I know where this could go.
Yes. Than we first thought.
Because, we only make one phone call a day.
Yeah.
But lots of phones ring across Australia.
And over 17,000 people have registered to come on the cruise with us.
Yeah,
and
that's a lot of people answering the phone and not going.
Yeah. My brother's fiance works at a bridal shop.
Yep.
And she often has to ring back people that have come in that have been sussing it out from a private number.
Yeah.
And yesterday she got a call and this person's picked up going, hello. It's like, oh, sorry, have I woken you up? The person went, no, I'm just trying to win something for Hamish and Andy. Straight into it. Now, Bianca, I don't know why, but wasn't aware of the competition. So she was very confused. I see her 3 or 4 times a week to why someone's pretending to be asleep on the other line.
So good.
13 10 60. I know this is a long shot, but do you have a workplace or something where you're calling from a private number? Have you encountered...
Have you got it? Have you run into one of our 17,000?
Yeah. Have you run into someone trying to win it? 13 10 60. What was the scenario?
We've never seen a response like this, Anna.
No.
We've done a lot of stuff through this show, but we've not seen a response like this. And we realise now you did bring it to our attention, and I think you raise a good point, because when over 17,000 people and counting have registered, and the whole point of the competition is if we call you, and we're obviously going to call off a private number, because it comes out of the studio here. If we call you and you answer and you pretend to be asleep, you snooze your cruise.
Yeah.
Now, we're not giving away many of these tickets, but there's a lot of people thinking any private number could be the magical ticket.
My brother's fiance called out. She works at a bridal company, just calling someone back to see how they went with the dress. And she got a very huge yawn at the top and said, oh, sorry, have I woken you? She said, nah, I'm just trying to win something on Hamish and Andy.
So, 131060, we're asking, have you run into this phenomenon of people pretending to be asleep? It turns out it has been happening. Marion, have we made things weird for you?
Yeah, so I work in credit card collection, and yesterday at about 8:15 in the morning, I had to call someone, and they gave me the biggest yawn, and then they explained to me later, and it was really awkward. I found it really funny. I didn't know about the competition at the time, but
Marion, when you say credit card collections, is that like debt collection?
No, well, it's just, Ando, as someone that did work in the call centre for card collections myself, Marion, I'd just be right in saying sometimes if people get a little behind on the monthly payment. It's not the best call you can get.
Yeah, my point is you're going on a cruise that links anything to your credit card which you buy on the cruise.
True. You're also, if you are in arrears on your credit card, what better way to solve it than to just go on the run for a while into international waters and deal with it when you get back?
Christine on 13 10 60. Thank you, Marion. Christine, if you encounter this, where do you work?
So I'm a membership consultant.
Yep.
So I made 4 phone calls today, and I had really sleepy people answer. And the awkward thing is, people call me all day, like 10, 15 calls, but I've got to answer sleepy too.
All right, because you're ready today.
Are you in the competition?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am.
You're on standby.
So at the moment, you're just hearing sleepy people. You're making yourself be sleepy in front of people.
Well,
gee, it's
It's
quite
just a sleepy world.
It's a sleepy world at the moment, Christine. Good luck. You got 2 days to go. Hopefully,
Fingers crossed.
one of those calls is either us or the Brecky Show.
Brendan, wrap this up for us, mate. What was
Ahoy,
yours?
lads.
Ahoy to you, mate.
Ahoy, Brendan. You run into a sleepy person?
Yeah, mate, sure did. I work in a lawn mowing company, and I called someone the other day, just one of the clients, and they gave a big yawn and carried on. And I listened to the podcast, so I knew what was up.
Yep.
And then I gave it a bit of a pause and thought, I could muck around with him here, but no. And then they spat out, I woke up with today.
All right, so they've done both.
Oh, they're just covering all bases. And that's where you should have told him you were cash cow, Brendan, calling from Sunrise.
Brendan, thank you very much. Register at hamishnetty.com. 48 hours more and a few more to give away, Ham, before we fill up our ship and we set sail for the People's Cruise on Monday. Hamish and Andy. Good afternoon, everyone. Hamish and Andy here to drive you home. Hey, big show. Not only will people be able to hear someone naked.
Cool. Or not. If you fear nude people.
If you fear nude, yes. The game Am I Naked, where people ring up, we have to discern whether they're clothed or unclothed. Will be happening later on in the hour. It's a thrill. Even though you can't see anything, it's still a thrill to hear the excitement in someone's voices when they've decided to bear all for this game, Ham.
Nowhere else on radio do you find naked people quite like you find them in Am I Naked. But Ando, after this song, a spanner has been thrown in the works, only figuratively, which is good for the cruise. We're still fine. Cackling Jack's still fine. Everyone that's won tickets along to the People's Cruise, which departs for Vanuatu next Monday with us on board, everyone's still fine except for one very unlucky person.
Yes. People's Cruise, Ham.
Can't wait.
All aboard.
Well, only if you have a ticket. Not bad, Jacob, but you've got us better than that. That was poorly timed. We were ready.
All aboard on Monday. It will be.
I mean, all aboard through your radios.
Yes,
too.
because you can come on this cruise through your radios, of course. We'll be broadcasting, satellite permitting, through the South Pacific as we make our way to the Vanuatus. Hey, a travesty has occurred. Yeah. A real desperate situation for someone has turned out not in her favour. We're not going to name her because she's been through enough.
She has been through the ringer.
Yes.
Can you cover me for a second? I've got some chips in my throat.
Okay, sorry. I thought you were tearing up.
I'm back. Good cover.
Yeah, good. Hamish tearing up there. And
Bazzy, if you've just tuned in, I'm pretty deeply emotionally affected by this. I almost just cried a few seconds ago because a young lady won. She won her way on board the People's Cruise, and this is
and the way she won him, she was snoozing when we called her.
Yeah.
You snooze, you cruise.
She is one of only about 110 needles in a haystack of now 18,000 people and counting have entered. You can still enter if you reckon you can get the time off work starting next Monday, and that's the key phrase: the time off work. Yeah. She won a ticket for her and her mate to come on the cruise. Couldn't believe it. Goes into work and says, hey, yo, Larry, you're a good boss. I think I've worked pretty hard for you. Obviously, from Monday, I know it's late notice, but I'm going to be away sailing on an all-inclusive cruise for 10 days. Larry says, no chance, Miranda.
Yeah.
Now, names have been changed. Well, I actually don't know that names have been changed because I don't know her name. So
Or
her boss.
name.
So I might have accidentally got it correct.
Yeah.
In which case,
unlucky.
Not bad.
But
unlucky. Because, we are trying to keep her identity a secret. She's been through enough. She had to give it up. She had to ring us back and say,
put it back in the pool.
I can't do it. I'm so sorry. Chuck it back into one of the 5 pools on board. And we said, that's not the pool we meant. It's the ticket pool.
And look, Larry's
Larry, do you really need Miranda that bad? I mean, she's a great worker, but...
Yeah, Larry's a bastard.
He is a bastard.
And he didn't let her go. And it made us feel, sorry for Miranda in this case.
Yeah. Now, look, we don't know the circumstances. She might. She might have been a business partner. It might have been Sally. And together it's Miranda and Sally's incredible 2-man window washing team. And Sally might be going, well, without you, no one's there to pull the ropes. And I understand that. And, Sally can't take 10 days off with no window cleaning.
But 131060, we're asking right now, What have you turned down? What miraculous thing have you had to turn down?
You had to turn down something because of trumpet camp or something, didn't you?
Yeah, but it wasn't that miraculous. Just couldn't go to the air show because I was playing trumpet as the three wise men walked in for the Sunday school.
See, and had you gone to air show, you probably would have got talent scouted for the Air Force band.
Yep, and then I didn't want to let my friend Willie Neal down because we were trumpeting together.
Yep.
And
was Willie Neal mentioned yesterday on the show?
Yeah.
It was a huge week for Willie Neal.
I didn't want to let him down. Marty Kennan had asked me to go.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't let Willie Neal down. But Mum said, you can't let him down. Anyway, Will went. Marty then went. I said, I can't because I'm playing trumpet. And so he asked Willie, and Willie went. So I played by myself.
God. And you can read all about it in Andy's book of Betrayal and Trumpets, Dark Notes by Andy Lee.
Willie stay or Willie go.
Minor Chords by Andy Lee. A harrowing tale of an 11-year-old's trumpet heartbreak.
I want better stories than that.
Oh, God, we all do.
You brought it up.
I know. I didn't need an in-depth character assessment of everyone. I just remembered there was something to do with trumpets. There was something to do with trumpets and fighter planes.
I can't believe you've forced me out on stage here, and then you've run out the front.
There was a trumpet
and booed with the rest of the crowd.
You could have said, yeah, there's a trumpet camp incident, but now, doing a quick scan in my head, it's not super exciting. So 131060 is the number, and we'll take them after this.
We set sail, Ham. We hit the high seas. We're not high. Why? High seas
deep. High. They measure off the bottom.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got. I mean, we're used to deep, but back in the old days,
the guy with the tape measure at the bottom was the one yelling out the.
I think you just dropped the tape measure down and you held the top.
So anyway, well, good. We hit the high seas. We hit deep ocean as we go through the South Pacific, heading to the Vanuatu's.
It's going to be amazing, Andrew. I think basically we sail out of Sydney Harbour. We head out. I think we leave. We're out through the heads by about 6 o'clock. So I think we push out of the docks by about 5. But we'll be we'll lose sight of land an hour after that, and then we're just in the open ocean till we hit the islands.
Yeah,
it's going to be outrageous.
Hey, Belinda,
don't worry, we won't be looking out. We'll be at the buffet. We'll be at the bars. We'll be in the water slide. We'll be at the one nightclub. You'll be there early getting me a spot while I just finish up at the buffet, as discussed.
Haim, this is from Belinda. I'm very concerned about Hamish.
Yeah, I've heard this before.
From who?
Just general people. It's from Worrywarts. That's who I've heard it from.
There is about 6 shops on the Carnival Spirit, the same one we're going on.
Yep.
And I don't remember any of them selling things like underwear.
Thing about a boat that size is there's bound to be at least 50 shops.
Well, that's the point. She's just saying this. If you use the ship's washing service,
it
takes 24 hours to come back.
But I'll just be in boardies.
Okay, so no undies, and just boardies, right?
That's the plan.
And so a shirt?
You'll bring extras?
No, that's my point. You can't wear thongs into dining areas.
You can.
No, you can't. This is the point.
I'm sure it's possible.
No.
You might get asked
Cruise Elegant, the evening,
Yep.
is actually black tie, and everyone gets really into it.
Yeah, great. So will I. I've already got... Who was the guy that's bringing me my suit?
Harry, I think, was it? Chris.
Chris is bringing me a suit.
You're covered for Island Night with your Hawaiian shirt, Haim.
Yep.
And you're covered for Mexican Night, of course, because your
It's
Hawaiian
actually
shirt...
Hawaiian/Mexican.
It's got cactuses on it.
It's more of sort of like any party zone that's loosely attached to America. So that includes Hawaii and Mexico.
A final plea. You really need to pack a bag. Then she says, get
bag.
someone else to carry it on for you, like the carrying's the problem.
I'm trying to save my arms up the gangplank. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm thinking of wearing, Ando. I have been contemplating my outfit.
Yep.
I think if I have board shorts on, a boat shoe, the Hawaiian shirt, captain's hat, a light wind cheater, sunnies, toothbrush around my neck as a necklace.
That's all you need?
Well, I have the lanyard with the card on it. I'll probably have phone and charger in my pocket. I might have a bum bag.
So
I might allow myself a bum bag.
I mean, the phone and
because I need the bum bag for when I'm selling the T-shirts on board. My black market
Bum
T-shirts.
bag's a good idea. So that's all you're going?
Loosely, that's what I'm thinking.
I really would like you to pack a bag.
Acknowledged. Well, put it in the minutes for the show. Andy wanted Hamish to pack a bag. All I'm saying is...
Is it a no?
Look, at this stage, I'm not feeling it. I'm not really. I do like the idea. I do like the idea that I'm able to go on board just as is, improvise my way around the boat, rely on the kindness of strangers. Maybe I'll be sleeping in my cabin. Maybe I wake up in yours and I just chuck on a fresh shirt or maybe some undies.
I thought this might be the case.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to a song here, but I've done something today which may make you reconsider. 96 hours, Ham, until we set sail.
Good, Jack. Good. Got me. One business day, Andy, until we're on the People's Cruise. Excitement levels at an all-time high. Fear levels for me, because I'm not packing anything, at an all-time minimum. I think you underestimate...
That should be fear levels maximum.
No, all-time minimum. Because I'm heading to basically what is a floating city at sea with a key card with the company's credit card on the other end of it.
That hasn't been confirmed. And the other thing was...
all I got is I got my board shorts. I got board shorts, thermals. I might wear a thermal in case it gets cold under my Hawaiian shirt.
Yep.
Then I got maybe a beanie and my captain's hat on.
Yep.
Sunnies, toothbrush around my neck on a chain.
So same shirt for a whole week.
100%. I got my bum bag. I might roll up an emergency pair of undies in there. Don't expect I'll need them.
What about
phone charger?
Deodorant? I mean,
available on board.
You normally have about 1,000 vitamins.
Available on board. I'll take heaps before I leave.
Well,
that's how they work.
Hey, you keep looking across...
Look, I'm not like you. I'm not bringing on board hair product and, all that stuff.
Hey, you keep saying that you're going to lend stuff from me.
I might get some stuff from you. I probably won't, because there's at least between 6 and 50 shops on board.
There's 6 shops on board.
Between 6.
And we all feel as passengers that your problem may become our problem.
I don't think so.
So as a final warning...
I got the car. They got shops.
I made a few calls today.
Hey, Porter.
Dave, it's fellow crewmate Andy here, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, Andy. Yourself?
Yeah, good. Sorry to call you out of the blue.
That's right.
Pumped about Monday?
Yeah, super pumped. Just sneakily printed off all the documents at work. So
nice one. Yes, always good to use the office supplies as much as you can.
Yes.
Quick one. I'm not sure if you've heard our show, but Hamish has been saying that he's not going to take anything on board.
Right, okay.
He assumes you can buy everything on board.
Oh, this isn't like some kind of Japanese vending machine. I think he's going to struggle a bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel, Dave. Do not, under any circumstances, feel any pressure to give him any of your clothes when you're on board, okay?
Rightio.
He's going to ask for undies. He's going to ask for shirts. He's going to ask for socks. He'll probably ask for shoes. I just think we should all band together and teach him a lesson.
All right.
You happy with that? I mean, can we have a deal? It seems like you're a bit tentative.
Well, you're half of Hamish, Andy.
Yep.
I'd like to hear the other side.
Come on, Dave.
Seems like a bit of a mutiny against Hamish.
No, he's the mutiny against us, Dave. How are you not on my side on this?
I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones lately. What kind of numbers do you have on your side?
Dave, you're the first call, actually. But this is how it starts.
All right. Well, if you can get a couple of the other houses to rise up, I'll consider House Dave to come on board the Andy team.
House Andy. Thank you, Dave. I need your support on this one.
No worries.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
See ya. Gosh, that was hard.
Hello.
Is that Harry?
Yes, it is.
It's your nautical chum here, Andy.
Andrew, how you doing, my friend?
Yes. I've got a problem, and I need your help.
All right, mate, I'm here. I'm for you. Here for you.
Good. Hamish is planning on not taking anything on board.
I have heard the news.
Yeah.
Bloody idiot.
I know. He's an idiot. Thank you. I'm glad you're on my side here. We are blossoming flowers, and he's going to be a weed, a clothing weed, trying to suck the fashion from us.
Yeah.
And what are we going to say when he asks for supplies?
Oh, hell no.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
Thanks, Andy. Cheers, mate.
Take care. Bye.
Hello, this is Lisa.
Salutations, sailor. It's Andy here.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. Just doing a bit of a ring around before we set sail on Monday. How you feeling?
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. And the problem I have, that's why I'm ringing you, Lise, is I heard something quite annoying might happen to you on day 3.
Okay.
The annoying thing is Hamish Blake will probably come and ask for supplies of you, because I'm not sure if you've heard the show, he plans to bring nothing.
Yes, I have heard.
Yeah. and he thinks he can buy everything on board. I know that's not the case, and I think he's going to turn to other passengers
Right.
and become a real pest.
Okay.
Yeah, a pest you can't exterminate at sea. So I'm ringing around to just get confirmation, Lise, that you won't lend him anything.
Okay, you have my word.
Nothing at all.
Okay, yep, no worries.
He might get desperate and even ask for your undies. If he's grovelling, if he's offering you, a couple of his pina colada tokens or whatever we get on there, you're definitely going to hold
I
fast.
have to stay firm. Okay,
Yeah.
yep, I promise you I will.
Thank you, Lisa. I knew I could trusted you.
No worries at all.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, we'll see you then.
Yeah, I'll catch you on the water slide or something.
Yeah, no worries.
I'll be the one that looks like me,
Okay, cool.
but more relaxed. You'll see me. All right, take care. More nervous now, big guy?
I'm not scared, mate. It's like you've rung around to the UN and gone, oh, no matter what, if Bill Gates asks for help, don't give it to him. He doesn't need it. He's fine. I'm so fine. I've got the swipe card. The swipe card is accepted in every shop.
Mate, the point is these shops don't sell these things.
What do they sell?
Read my lips.
Of course they sell stuff.
They sell a jumper and a shirt. There's no undies. There's no...
We're talking about a few pairs of undies here or there. You really think this alliance of 4 has got me shivering?
I've made
it's a boat of 2,500 people,
I've made
and
a
you
lot
can't get
more.
round to everyone. And if worse comes to worse, and I have to get a bit creative, borrow a pair of undies one day, get them laundered, and send them back to Barbara and Phil the next day.
Love to see you wearing Barbara's undies.
Well, just with the complimentary chocolate on it. Going, I know I didn't ask Phil, but I took Barbara's undies, then so be it. Because at sea, you improvise, and those are the ones that survive.
You don't have to, mate. It's Hamish and Andy. A couple of days away now from the People's Cruise, Sam. We'll be boarding in Sydney Harbour on Monday.
Hong Kong.
On a massive, massive boat. 300 metres long.
They don't make them much bigger, Ando.
No, 3 spas, 15-odd bars, lounges, casino in there as well.
And that's just what they know about.
Yeah.
Because you get the idea, this boat's so big.
Yeah,
There's probably a bowling alley hidden in there.
There's stuff they haven't discovered yet.
There's probably people wandering around in there from 2 or 3 cruises ago.
Yeah.
Because they just don't know. They probably live in there.
The way you can win your way on is going to hamishandy.com, registering. 1 night to go. If you register your name, we'll call you back. If you answer that phone as if the phone call is woken you up, you're snoozing and you're cruising. You're going.
As we heard earlier in the show, Ando, we've got an extra ticket.
We'll do 2
for
tomorrow.
We're going to do 2 tomorrow.
Yep.
So if you haven't registered and you reckon as of Monday you can be taking 10 days off, get onto it, because there was an absolute debacle where somebody had won and their boss said no, you can't have the time off.
Jacko, who are we calling now?
This is Laura. Laura's a beauty therapist.
Okay.
Great. We need to look our best on the boat,
Yeah.
especially for formal night. Anyhow. Don't worry, I'll talk to you after this. Very quick on the number.
Oh. Hello.
Oh, sorry, it sounds like we've woken you up. We'll call you back another time.
Oh. Chat if it's important.
It's important.
It is important.
You're going cruising. You are going cruising.
Oh, God.
Now, that
Laura.
had you practiced your yawn? It's a very good one.
Was it a good one?
Yes, we were impressed by it.
Have you been answering the phone like that all day?
I have been answering the phone. My girlfriend was prank calling me last night. I was nearly crying at the gym. I thought I'd missed it.
You haven't missed it. You're coming along, Laura. Who are you taking?
I'm bringing my girlfriend Samantha. She's in childcare, so she'll be super excited. I better call her.
She's in childcare, you say?
Great.
Yeah, so hopefully people can look after their own kids.
Yeah, I know. Bad week next week to need your kids looked after. But Laura, you and Samantha, you're coming along. We will see you on the boat on Monday.
I'm excited.
Thanks,
so
Laura.
much.
Cheers. We'll see you then. Hands off Friday, everyone. Hamish and Andy to drive you home. And Ham, it's a big show.
I'm going to allow it, Ando. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We have just been getting a few things together ahead of our final show, our penultimate show before the cruise.
Yes.
And just as the opener was playing there, we both realised It's Friday.
We had our pants on.
And we were panted. And there was a rushed... It would have just looked like if someone was doing one of the station tours, which happens here from time to time, it would have looked like Andy and I, after being on air for 12 years together, just couldn't handle it anymore. And in a flurry of passion, we're just whipping our jeans off. And I am not here to brag, but I got mine off quite cleanly, and you were snagged on your left ankle, but you got it off just before you said pants off Friday.
On that, though, level of difficulty, my dive is a 3.5 versus your, 1.8.
What's wrong with my... Why are my jeans so...
Much tighter jean I had on.
Are you kidding me, mate? Mine are basically painted on. Yeah, you know what you got wrong? You've got trendy rips on your knees, and I think your foot got snagged.
My foot did not get snagged.
Oh, well, look at the replay.
It just got...
Jack, can you put up the security footage?
It just got caught on my defined calf muscles. Again, an area where I just had you covered.
Well, I mean, it is about relaxing, not about arguing. That's why we do Pants Off Friday. And thank you for joining us this Pants Off Friday, because we said it is the penultimate show before the cruise. And Ando, after this song, the penultimate ticket will be given away. Is that second last?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Well, this is the second last ticket.
This is true. We've got 2 to give away today.
Yep. The penultimate and the ultimate.
Yes. 2 people from 20,000 will be given a call. Hopefully they're snoozing, and if they are, they'll be cruising.
If you have registered and you haven't yet got a call, you'd have to say the odds are terrible. You would. You'd have to.
You'd have to say that.
As friends, we have to tell you you've almost got no shot. But geez, imagine if you got it.
Just, no more sleeps for me, Ham. I'm too excited. I'm just going to go all the way through to get onto the cruise.
That's right.
Yep.
I'm going to be, we leave for the People's Cruise on Monday, Ando. I'll spend the whole weekend packing my bum bag, because that's all I'm bringing. I'm a very meticulous packer. I've got to drill the hole in my toothbrush that I'll be wearing around my neck on a chain.
Yeah, let's put that disagreement aside and forge forth.
There's no disagreement. You got your style, I got my style. I'm a fast and loose packer.
Yes.
I travel super light. Keep the ship a bit floatier. We'll probably get to Vanuatu earlier because I didn't bring luggage on board.
Haim, for the 20,000 people that have registered
this is crazy.
to come with us on the cruise, literally, you can come with us, obviously, through your radios anyway. It'll feel like you're there.
It'll be a tropical cruise from between the hours of 4 and 7 p.m. all next week. But Ando, to put this in perspective, everyone keeps around the station going, 20,000 people have entered. This is a lot. And so we're like, well, what's normal?
Yeah.
We gave away a car on this show. We had less than 1,000 entries. Yeah. When we did $1 trillion tennis,
the possibility of winning $1 trillion.
Well, we were going to give someone $1 trillion if they had the stamina and the skill to return serve.
We don't have to go.
I think it was 100 million times. But they could have won $1 trillion. 8,000 registrations.
Yes.
So 20,000.
Yeah.
It's more than twice as popular as $1 trillion.
This has been priced now at a value of over $1 trillion.
$2 trillion.
We've had trips that have been people flown overseas that have had less entries. The key is obviously being on the sea.
Yeah.
We know.
I think people love to cruise. I think nightclubs, activities and buffets also have something to do with it.
Haim, someone's about to get a call. Someone who has registered hamishnetty.com. It's closed now.
Yeah.
But there's still 19,000.
Just shy of 20,000 people.
900 people
who are hoping this call will be for them as they pretend to be asleep. If the person who answers acts as if the phone call is waking them up, they are snoozing and therefore they are cruising.
Today it's Jordan, and Jordan will be bringing his housemate. They are both pizza delivery boys.
Oh, awesome.
And it's 24-hour pizza on the phone.
Jeez.
God, a bit of a busman's holiday for them. They'll get roped into working.
Haim, just so you know.
Yep.
If he's not sleepy, I'm not giving it to him.
But you've got one to save.
I know.
Bold. Come on, pizza boy Jordan. Deliver us a sleepy voice. Oh, Jordan.
Hello?
Sorry, did we wake you?
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I was just having a little snooze.
You're going up!
Oh, yes, boys!
Jordan!
I can't believe it! Oh, this is fantastic.
Jordan, you dice with danger.
I gotta say,
honest,
Jordan,
I think
Andy...
it's the most realistic, actual...
Yes.
Like, no one wakes up
with
yawning.
a huge yawn.
I thought it was...
Although it's safe, it's the safest way to play. Jordan, I gotta say, I reckon you were... 1 decibel of energy away. If you were one tiny bit more energetic, Andy was not going to give it to you there. I could see it in his eyes.
Yeah, I freaked out, and I was thinking, is this enough? Is this enough?
Easily sleepy enough, Jordan.
Great, mate.
Jordan,
Fantastic.
You're coming. You're coming on Monday. You and your mate. We just heard that you're both pizza delivery guys, and it's 24-hour pizza, free pizza on board.
I'm so excited for all of the pizza.
Well, you don't have to be.
That's the assumption that you work there at the pizza place because you love pizza, but
it's just nice.
Probably just a job.
But it's just nice for you to be on the other end of the delivery, isn't it, Jordan? I mean, just
finally I can get some pizza delivered to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Who buries the Undertaker and all of those conundrums? Who delivers the Pizza Boys pizza?
Thank you, Jordan. We'll see you Monday, old chum.
Thanks so much, guys.
Can't wait, mate. Pack nothing. See you then.
So it's Hamish and Andy. We've still got one more ticket to give away for the People's Cruise. We'll do it next hour. 4 passenger pools, Ham, 3 spas, 5 restaurants, 16 bars and lounges.
And that's just my room. And I will invite you to my deluxe suite.
What this adventure has brought out in you.
It's Dad's week off.
I know. I think that it is. I think it's just Dad's week off.
Yeah.
And he's really walking around like he's
I don't know
like
why.
he's Hank,
the
party starter.
All right, I thought you meant Hank, Walter White's brother-in-law from Breaking Bad. No, Hank from the DEA.
Yeah.
Did you like my Dad Club slogan I came up with today? Cruise your daddy.
Cruise your daddy. Yeah.
I don't know what the Dad's Club does.
Yeah.
On board, we just know it's like the Kids Club, but it's for dads who are away from their kids. TBC, we'll figure it out on board. And I just had 2 thoughts simultaneously there. I thought, God, I should have actually looked something up quickly then. Then I remembered.
No, research
amnesty.
Yeah.
Don't have to.
Yeah.
So let me give you a fact. When on Monday's show, we will start the show. It's the first day of the People's Cruise, but we're actually going to start docked.
Yes, we'll be on the ship.
Yeah.
But the ship will be tethered.
Tethered to the country we all know and love, known as Australia. At some point around about 5:30, obviously up to the boat, not up to us, we unhook and we begin our voyage.
Yes.
And we sail out through the heads, out of Sydney Harbour, and we make a beeline for Vanuatu. So we start sailing the South Pacific. Now, that's sort of the rough schedule we've been given. So around about 5:30, we're going to unrope and we'll be on our way. Now, when the Navy does this, and this is the bit where I'm giving you the made-up fact, all the sailors line up on board. I'm sure we've all seen photos of this, all in their uniform, looking $1 million. Yep. And or sometimes, $145 million. I think that's roughly the price of the frigates. And they're all standing on deck, and it just looks great. And they're all saluting.
They can be saluting.
And I believe it's called a deck ceremony.
Oh, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to research it, neither are you.
Seems like a good name. Seems like a good name for it.
Yeah, Ham, it's a great moment, isn't it?
It is.
I don't know what the situation is on our cruise.
Well, this is what I was thinking. So I started thinking about this morning, and I thought, well, it's not for us to do that. And I don't think we'll get 2,500 people lining the decks saluting, because I think everyone's going to be going, quote unquote, hog wild. It's the first few moments of the cruise. People will be excited.
Yep. So
I thought, what can we get sort of coming back the other way? Now, we are going to be sailing past the naval base at Woolloomooloo, which usually has a couple of boats there, a couple of Australian naval boats. Now, look, I don't know if someone listening is in the Navy or even, best case scenario, works at that naval base. I did mention the other day, maybe they can put a blank in one of the cannons and fire them off at the boat.
Just a
spooking.
A one cannon salute.
Well, shoot it straight up in the air. I don't know if it's a thing you do. Yeah. 131060, though, I'll open it up to people in the Navy that work at that base, but I'll also open it up to anyone else that could have a boat on Sydney Harbour, or maybe even lives on the harbour. Some sort of gesture. I think I'd just like a gesture to our ship as we pass by. Let's start right at the top and go like a cannoning and maybe a flying a flag or something. Even if a few guys come out and salute us and they give us a call and we can see them with binoculars.
That's nice.
That'd be nice. But if you have a boat, come out and squirt us.
I mean, are we talking about, say when Jessica came back after solo circumnavigating the world.
Sure, you just couldn't remember her last name, Watson.
No,
But you went for the first.
No, we
You couldn't remember.
we all knew her surname. It was very much implied.
J-Bomb, when she scooted back in on her boat.
A lot of people out in front and excited. And
Those water boats.
The water boats. But are they allowed to be that close to the cruise boat? I mean,
Who knows? Oh, just like a gesture. Wouldn't it be nice to have a gesture? Because it feels a bit silly just sort of floating out and not doing anything.
Salute seems a bit formal for kind of relaxed.
Be nice.
What about a relaxed salute?
All right,
It's not quite as high, like from...
If someone from the Navy just would come out in dress uniform, so it might be a nuisance to bring it to work that day because you're probably just wearing your other gear. If you could bring your dress uniform and give us a thumbs up, that'd be a nice signal from the Navy.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Or, like I said, any boating person. 131060 actually do have a lot of people calling
from
in.
the Navy.
God, I'm really hoping I hear the words, yeah, we can shoot the cannon for you.
People's Cruise happens on Monday,
Good one, Jacko.
Good, Jacko.
Got him.
And we're going to be on board a hell of a ship.
We are, and it's crazy because now I actually feel like we're actually addressing the most important thing for Monday as we speak. We set off, we unhook the big thick rope at about 5:30.
We'll let the crew do it, but yes.
Let the crew do it. No, I mean, if I was allowed to pack, I would have brought my machete and we could chop it out, the ceremonial chopping of the rope, which does make it hard to rope up at the other end if we chopped the rope.
And you are allowed to pack.
No.
Two things.
Not now. I'm too deep in the no packing gang.
But hey, we want a gesture. If you, we want one from the naval base, the Australian Navy. That'd be handy. But
well, we're floating right past.
If you have a boat at all, we'd love you to come out on the waters and just show us a gesture. We're just discussing what the gesture could be.
We were saying, like, obviously getting the firefighting boats with the water cannons, that's very hard. It's short notice. I understand. We might not get that. I understand, too, from that naval base as we pass Woolloomooloo, you know, some of Australia's finest have better things to do than stoke up the big gun and fire a blank or a live round if you're confident it will land safely. You think you know where it's going.
Exactly.
Shoot a live shell off.
Of anyone who's going to...
Like if you reckon you could clear the heads and it could just splash into the ocean.
Of all the people...
But you'd have to be confident.
Well, of all the people that should be confident with the firearm, it is them.
It's them, I know.
I mean, like...
But I mean, I just don't think they would do it often.
No, true.
You wouldn't be like, hey, Larry, you know how you know the perfect spot to let off a live round into the harbour? Yeah. You reckon you could line that up?
We'd like you to come out...
We just want a
in
gesture.
your boats and gesture. We're suggesting maybe just pointing the direction we should be going in, which helps everyone.
Point out the heads.
What about miming? What about miming a sip of a pina colada?
Okay.
Like sip, and then sip and point.
Okay. I mean, miming a specific drink is hard. Why can't you just say miming a drink? Okay. Talia, have you got a gesture that might be made to us as we head out on Monday for the People's Cruise?
I've got a suggestion. I live on Mossman Bay, and Fort Denison is going to be right in your path. And I know that they do a 1 p.m. cannon blast every day. And I think on this special occasion, they could do a second one for you guys at 5:30.
Oh, jeez, it wouldn't kill them, would it?
No, that's all right.
And if
it's not that hard.
If it's too costly for the extra blank fire, skip a day.
Like let's just miss Sundays. Or just miss the 1 o'clock that day.
Yeah, exactly.
Talia, we're definitely going to look into that. That's a great idea. So we've got a real cannon.
Yep. And now Tristan, what do you think? What are you going to offer?
I was thinking that I could bring my tinny down and get some super soakers, and as you're driving out, you could see with the super soakers. There's your water cannon.
Oh, lovely. If you can, Tristan, that'd be great. I mean, don't hurt the ship with powerful super soakers.
Keep your distance.
I also have a friend who's in the ex-Navy, so he could shoot the super soakers as well.
Oh, great.
So he's in the ex-Navy, or is he just ex-Navy?
He's ex-Navy.
Ex-Navy.
It's not a place you go after the Navy called the ex-Navy, is it? No, mate, that'll be it. What an honour, Ando. We got the oldie military with the cannon at Fort Denison.
And then, I suppose, kid military with super
soakers with Tristan and his tinny. This is huge.
It's great. Fantastic work. Hamish Dandy. The People's Cruise, Ham. Gosh, it's so close. So close.
You knew you missed us there, didn't you, Jack?
We're going to be on board a divine
device.
Ship.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a device.
Aquatic device.
Yep.
On the side of it has warning, this is a life-saving device because it can take 3,000 people.
It's a life making.
It is, isn't it?
It's a whole new life we will be living as we relax. How many pina coladas are you going to have?
100 a minute. And that's my goal. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't. Yeah. Maybe some will be virgin pina coladas. Maybe some will have a splash of rum. Obviously, we're there to party responsibly, Ando. But the ship itself is called the Carnival Spirit. And I'm in the Carnival Spirit.
I'm in the spirit.
Certainly metaphorically at the moment, before we're actually physically on and in the Carnival Spirit. And what's more of a Carnival Spirit than walking around selling a T-shirt? I've certainly seen that at carnivals before. Right?
Not that often.
That's the spirit of a carnival. I feel like I've seen T-shirts for sale at a carnival.
So Hamish I've seen them. Hamish has made up T-shirts with a photo of me getting ridden like a surfer with Hamish on top, which is not great. Pretty good CGI job, though. We've actually positioned me on a wave and I'm quite rigid.
It actually really, to me, sums up the Hamish and Andy team.
And what is the tagline?
Dependable Andy. Lying as straight as he can, whilst I use skill to manoeuvre him down the wave of life. And that's us as a team, Ando.
I'm not sure.
Good old floating Andy. The
I agree with you on the sturdiness.
The tagline says, Andy says surfs up. It was a bit of a rush job because I realised to get the 150 T-shirts made in time to get them then shipped to the dock and loaded on the boat, which is what's happening now. We have to move really, really fast. So, the graphics not as great as I would want it to be, but they're limited T-shirts and
they will be sold on the boat.
I'm selling them for
$50 a pop.
$50 cash. They're actually pretty expensive. They're about $40 a piece to make.
And the reason why it's cash ham.
About $40. So I'm just barely getting my money back.
And it's a huge risk. The reason why it's cash the ham is because there's no there's no card facilities and there's no shop on the boat that will let you sell them.
You don't take money on the boat. You just have one boat card or a ship card that swipes at every store and every bar and every restaurant.
We rang a guy called Eli who's kind of the ship's principal.
He is, isn't he?
Or Captain No Fun, as it would turn out.
He's the cruise director.
Okay, that's him.
But he's directing sort of a lot of logistics away from us.
Exactly. Have a listen.
Sounds like most of the things you've got organised are just not allowed to be done on a ship at all.
Okay. Well, I mean, the T-shirt selling, that's just a bit of harmless merchandise.
Haim, I don't think that's okay. I think you've gone against everything you've been told. And although people have told you not to do it, you've done the exact opposite of what
I remember.
I appreciate that.
That phrase actually rings a lot of bells from my school reports.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do to stop you from giving them away. But it sounds like Haim's organising his own little T-shirt business on the site.
What if there's, say, Eli, like a golden coin or a yellow note donation to be made? Very similar to a gold coin donation, just a yellow note donation in the bucket, and you can have a T-shirt.
I think that sounds highly illegal. We should give it a try.
Okay.
Haim, answer me these questions. What happens when there's high demand for an item?
The price goes up, Andy.
Yes. But if that item is illegal, what happens?
Cash.
A black market is formed.
Cash only.
We are going to have a black market on the boat, and I think we should have a code word that people can come up to you or myself or Jack, and I think they should come up and go, Andy says surf's up.
Yeah. Oh, just give us the hang loose sign. Give us the hang loose sign.
Hang loose, surf's up,
and then
I'll
go,
we know.
and I'll say, this is great because I've always wanted to say this. I'll be like, yeah, but not here. And then I'll take him down. We'll have a room. That'll be the warehouse.
Say what room that is.
Because remember when we went to Chinatown in New York?
Yes.
And we're the place that sells all the fakes?
Yes.
They're like, yeah, come in here, to buy handbags. Yeah. And then they whisk you out the back to show you the fake watches. I want to do like that. Could we tunnel between rooms? So we have one dummy room.
But all I'm saying is hang loose and go surfs up.
Hang loose. Bring your 50s.
Yeah.
Bring your cash on board because it will be cash only.
And we'll see how that goes.
And we just got to keep it away from prying eyes.
Stick around, everybody.
And limited to 150.
Yeah.
Only 150 T-shirts, so get in quick.
It comes to this.
This is it.
It comes to this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to give away the very, very last ticket on the People's Cruise. We leave Monday. We depart from Sydney Harbour. We sail non-stop, full steam ahead to Vanuatu. We get to loosely near Vanuatu by Friday.
Yep. How many chocolate bars went out for a golden ticket for Charlie?
10,000.
10,000.
Small
Exactly.
town.
So guess what?
This is harder.
This is harder. This
Yep.
is harder than getting a golden ticket into Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Yeah. I mean, Jack's already doing the maths and he's disagreeing, and he's got a point.
Yep.
Because there was
How many did they give away?
5.
Ah,
We've given away 100.
Yeah. This is easier, but not by much.
Silver ticket. It's the silver ticket you want.
Yep,
And
yep.
I tell you what, ours is probably a better prize.
Yep.
Because with the golden ticket, you're in, you're out. Yeah, you can have some chocolate. You can't really enjoy yourself in there, in and out. And usually with permanent disfigurement. And that's your day done. Now, we're not going to permanently disfigure anyone. We're not going to make you into a blueberry. And we're not going to push you into a big ocean of chocolate.
No, if you put on a bit of weight from 24-hour pizza, that's your own fault.
I'll be disappointed if people don't.
Yes.
I'll be very disappointed.
Hey, the excitement of this is 20,000 people. More people have registered than any other competition we've ever done in 12 years of radio. And we're about to call someone.
The last ticket.
The last person registering. The way they win is if they pick up the phone as if that phone call has woken them up, as if they've been asleep, they've been snoozing, they're cruising.
You snooze, you cruise. Now, we have only had one line ball the whole time.
I wasn't even a line ball.
Well, Andy just flat out said you're not coming to Steve.
Well, I mean, you voted to save. All I'm saying is...
It was on Monday, for people that missed it, and it was pandemonium in here.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a man, he needed to get away with his wife and the kids. He had been on holiday for a while, and Andy just said, I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah.
The captain's rules, I'm pushing you overboard. Now, I had one life ring.
Yeah.
That I had to throw to Steve and say, come on board. And he said, you've made the right decision, boys. I'm the best fun guy in the world.
the best fun guy in the world. So it's good. It's actually, I feel good about that decision.
But
now.
Ando, just in the songs, has been going, I will show no mercy today. I don't care. He said, your exact words were, I find it miraculous that no one's fluffed it.
Yep.
And if I even smell a hint of not being asleep here,
Yep.
you'll just ruthlessly not give it to him.
Absolutely. I feel very strongly about that because
I feel like you're actually disappointed you haven't been able to say no.
Yep.
I think there's a bit of you that's gone, this has gone too
surprised
well.
So many people have done so well. But for the good of the 20,000, Ham,
it's got to be fair.
It's got to be fair. And hence, Jack, who are you about to call who better bloody be
Possibly
Susan?
the last person,
Yeah.
Eva. And
Eva.
she will be bringing her twin sister, Jessica.
Eva.
Not till she answers if she's asleep. She's not, because we got a pretty strict linesman here. Ready? You ready to make the call? God, Eva, you better really bring it.
Very snoozy at the moment.
Yeah, we haven't had a no answer.
Hello?
Well, there's no denying that was a sleepy
Sorry, did we just wake you up, Eva?
Yeah, you did. I'm
Yeah.
so tired.
Well, get ready to stay awake and start packing.
Eva, you're the last one.
Oh my god.
You're the final ticket.
Sounds like you're crying a little bit.
Oh, my boss is going to kill me.
That's great. Can't catch you in international waters.
Oh my god.
Tell your boss.
Literally just talking about you guys, and I was going, I can't believe they haven't called me.
Well, we've called you now, Evie.
You called me.
We did call you. You were sufficiently sleepy enough. We have called you. Just tell your boss that you're going for an afternoon drink now and never go back. Because
Eva, you're gonna fall in love with the cruise lifestyle. You'll probably end up working on the boat.
Oh my god, I'm
Now,
so excited.
Have you allowed yourself to do any research about the boat? Like, have you got excited about anything in advance?
Yes, I have. I already have my Mexican hat ready.
All right.
Just in case.
She's packing more than Hamish already with one item.
And Hamish, you are not borrowing anything because
Thank
you
you,
need to
Eva.
pack your own bag.
Could I stuff a spare pair of undies in the cone of the sombrero?
Eva, are you?
I might just bring you a hat.
Is Jessica an identical twin?
No, not identical.
Okay, good, great. 'Cause I was worried there's going to be some trickery.
Oh, there probably still will be.
No problem. Eva, thank you very much. Well done.
Oh
You're
my
sufficiently
God.
tired, and we will see
you on deck.
Get your rest
Oh
this
my
weekend.
God. Thank you.
No worries, mate. We can't wait.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. It's Hamish and Andy.
Sorry, mate. You didn't get to can anything.
Ah, she deserved it, didn't she? She did a great job.